Is the hour over yet? I don't believe it. Hey, anyway, welcome to the Howard Stern Summer Show. You know who I am. I'm Howard Stern. Robin Quivers, of course, who is showing us her new breast implants.
That's right.
I mean, not implants. She had a breast operation.
No, I didn't have.
I'm looking at it. This is the first time. Because usually when we work together on the radio, I don't usually see this much cleavage.
Well, that's radio. I did this for TV.
You've been rather embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed.
Show me the cleavage. Well,
no,
we're seeing cleavage tonight. I'm very excited about it.
There you go.
We have a beautiful show planned. We've been planning this for months now, and I'm not even sure what we're doing. Tonight's guests are 𝗧𝗵𝗲.
Yeah.
Which I think we have a really cool thing to do to her. We've been planning sort of like a practical joke on her. You're going to like this. Then we got 𝗏𝗲 coming in to do the news with us.
Great.
We'll be doing a news thing. We also have, what else did I leave out? Oh, the Zodiac Killer.
Ah, yes.
A rare interview with the Zodiac Killer.
Right.
There's Jackie Joke Page Martling, ladies and gentlemen.
Penthouse
Joke Page. And we have over in the corner here, frightening Fred Norris as well. And, of course, boy Gary Dell'Abate. Take a smile, Gary, for everyone. Look at those caps.
There they are.
You got some nerve not having your teeth fixed. Welcome to the ugliest television show in America.
What did Larry King say about you? You are quarterback
Playboy
of the all-ugly team.
Here's Larry King talking about me. And then we'll bring out Stuttering John. We have some interviews, too, that I think you're going to like. Who's on those interviews, Gary?
Dick Clark.
How nervous he is. This is Channel 9, you schmo. This is nothing to get nervous about. People are freaking out. This is Channel 9.
Okay. Dick Clark, Walter...
Joe Franklin called me yesterday. Yeah, Joe Franklin called me.
What did he have to say?
He basically said how excited he was that we were coming to Channel 9 and how beautiful the show's going to be and how exciting it is.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, well...
Well, I think it's funny because 𝗵𝗵 𝗮𝗃 is in hiatus. I think that's really incredible.
Yeah, and I want to say something to the children of America. You're safe now because 𝗵𝗵 𝗮𝗃 is in hiatus. But do me a favor. Before we go on, I'll read the Larry King thing in a second. Just cut into 𝗧𝗵𝗲's dressing room. We have a hidden camera in there. We're going to freak her out.
Oh, this is great.
We're going to turn her into a mental institution tonight.
That's a hidden camera.
I just want you to see that.
There.
And look how cool it looks. There it is. That is 𝗧𝗵𝗲, and we will do scams on her. So Larry King says to Playboy, disc jockey Howard Stern, once marveled at how a guy who looks like you has managed to score with so many women. Care to tell us how you do it? That's Playboy asking Larry King, okay? Larry King says, it's kind of funny for Howard to say that. He's quarterback of the all-ugly team. There he is. Now, I admit I am not a real good-looking guy. I don't say I'm a great-looking guy, but take that picture of Larry King. Can you put that, like, next to my face? Okay, I admit, all right. I'm not the greatest-looking guy, but can you see that comparison? Yeah, maybe I am as ugly as him. When the teeth thing. Yeah.
Now, I think he edges you out. I think just by a nose, he edges you out.
I think our noses are pretty similar. I had Richard Simmons over my house last night. Last night was like it was Hollywood night at my house.
Is that right? Yeah, I didn't even talk to you about Richard's night at your house.
I had Richard Simmons over, and I talked to him about my nose job.
Yeah.
And he convinced me never to do it.
Really?
Because he knows too many people who have screwed up their voices.
Is that what happened to his?
He didn't have a nose job.
Oh, you're kidding. That's his natural voice.
That's his natural voice. That's why he talks like that. Because he didn't get a nose job. But anyway, what was he going to do here? You want to bring out Stuttering John? Yeah. Okay, I want to go through some. We sent out Stuttering John. Come on out here, John.
This is, what do we call John?
Stuttering John.
But I mean, his title, is he a reporter?
He's a reporter. Stuttering John. And I like how John got dressed for TV. I like the rings and the... Yeah. Show him your rings. Very nice. Dressed for TV. Very, very proud. It's nice that they made such a nice set and everything. Then we have John with his devil stuff.
I even brushed my teeth this morning.
All right, good. And he's in the mood to stutter. I like that. All right, so what happened? We sent you over. Gary, come on over and help us out here. We sent you over to the Emerson Radio Awards.
Yeah.
Which is a sham, I would say. It's where old disc jockeys get together and give themselves awards. Let me see Walter Mondale.
That's real
You
good.
know, the only reason I would say Allison Steele, because isn't that
I spit on him.
the one where John spit
Yeah.
at her? He got in the middle of a stutter, and he spit in this woman's eye.
All right, watch this. This will come up. There it is.
I voted for you. Good. No one else can make that statement. I am a Democrat, and too bad the Republicans keep on winning, but we got to beat them, right? Right. Listen, how did you get the name? How did you get the nickname Fritz?
My middle name is Frederick.
So how does that?
It's Fritz is a derivative, I guess. Kids call me Fritz.
Were you afraid that Ferraro would get cramps in office? I'm sorry. Did Billy Carter ever bomb it in the White House? I stutter, I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. I'm not talking about that. No, Billy, Billy went through he's dead now, and Billy was an alcoholic. And like alcoholics, they do damn cool things.
I think that also he's trying not to laugh at John's stutter. I think that's what's going on, too, here.
I'm sure.
And your stutter gets worse, right? As you get more nervous.
That was the best one. The
Yeah, no, I hear you. Let me just say one final thing. Could you wish Howard Stern luck for his new summer special?
Yeah, I wish you luck, Howard Stern, for your summer special. How's that?
Thanks a lot.
Can't beat that.
Big fan of yours, man. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
All right, cool.
Let John touch it.
Very nice. Who else is cool that you interviewed? See, we actually can't get stars on this show. We've interviewed Jessica Hahn now 9,000 times. So what we do is we send John out to sort of just...
We go where the stars are, since
Right.
they won't come to us.
Right, exactly.
Want to do Paul Harvey? Can you imagine John and Paul Harvey? And,
Paul Harvey.
and
Or you want to see Alice...
institution.
Or you want to see Alison Steele get hot to Louis.
Well, not only is it still good because he spits on her, but they're probably some of the worst questions
that
ever
is-
asked.
All right. Check
That
out
is-
Alison Steele. Here we go.
Allison,
Yes.
what's the wildest thing that ever happened to you sexually while you were on the air?
This is one of Howard's questions. Nothing sexually ever happened to me on the air.
Come on, a fox like you.
I have told this to Howard a million times. When I'm on the air, I'm working.
All right, now is
How
it
do
coming
you
up?
Yeah.
make love to a Negro without getting fired?
I don't divulge my private life on the air.
Oh, come on, Allison.
Oh, what? Come
Have
on.
you ever made love to a Negro?
Listen, if I were to tell... Look, when someone asks me about me and Howard, do I tell them? No.
She looks like the woman from the Medical Alert commercial, doesn't she? You know?
I've fallen and I can't get up. I've fallen and I can't get up.
All right. I'll get on something a little bit more tender. So, do you still use tampons?
Good. I'm going to give you an award for bad taste. How about that?
All right.
That's something... look, I don't discuss politics, I don't discuss religion, I don't discuss my toilet habits, and I don't discuss my sex life. Now, you can have what's left.
All right, then let me ask you, what's older, your hairstyle or your teeth?
Okay, I'll drink to that. Let me think now. I'd say my teeth.
Your teeth?
Yeah.
Okay, Allison, I really appreciate it.
John, it's a real pleasure, and if you come up with any more smarmy questions, let me know.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Very nice. I've never seen you quite that handsome. Wow. Good stuff. I tell you what, why don't we take a break, come back, and I think we ought to do this whole Jessica Hahn thing. You see it?
Ooh, no, I can sort of see it over there.
Yeah, well, what's going on in Jessica Hahn's room right now is we have a television set. She thinks there's television on, okay? She's watching a videotape on television. She has no idea there's a hidden camera. And now we're going to screw around with it, okay? All right. That should be good. What's going to happen? That's what we have to figure out right now. Bring in David. David, come here.
So she can't hear us at all.
She can't hear us at all.
All right.
No, she has no idea. All right, here's the scoop.
What do you want to do with her?
I want to try something innovative.
Got her in there.
Yeah, okay, turn off her picture there for a while. Turn off her audio anyway. This is David. He's one of the dudes that works on our show. So here's the deal. Right. Jessica Hahn's in the other room. We've interviewed Jessica Hahn a bunch of times, and we basically felt, well, if we're going to have Jessica Hahn on, we got to do something screwy to her. David is about to go into Jessica Hahn's room. I'm like Alan Funt.
Right.
You know what I mean?
With a demented camera.
That's right. You see, there was a Penthouse article that came out, right? Let me set this up the proper way. There was a Penthouse article that came out. And in the Penthouse article, it said that Jessica Hahn had made love to a lot of different guys.
Well, here's the way it went.
Yeah.
A lot of different people came forward after the whole Jim Baker story broke and said they had slept with Jessica.
Right.
Now, we're going to give her the impression that all of them are here.
Right.
That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing. I knew we were doing something cool. I just couldn't explain it.
Okay.
It was just too involved.
Rocco Riccobono and who else?
Rocco Riccobono, Barry Hawkins.
Barry Hawkins,
That's another guy who came forward and said that he made love to Jessica. And Jessica's always denied that she's made love to
Right.
these guys.
I'm saying that these people are here.
And then, if she freaks out real bad and is going to leave, then you tell her that you're going to get me.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
But okay. Jerk her around good. I
All
love
right,
this.
we're going to see how this works.
Then when I go in to see her to calm her down, What should I do? Should I try to make out with her?
You should put your arms around her, hug her like you're going to comfort her, and then see how far you can get making out with her.
Yeah? I mean, should I go as far as to, like, actually, like, get her clothes off?
Let's see. Yeah,
All right.
You try putting your hands in those... You try to get the bases. Let's see what the bases are. What are the bases?
Here it is. Wait a second, Ron. Watch your monitor.
How are you? You look great. I don't know how I want you and everything going on, but I always tell you who's here and who the guests are, so that everything's my name's Richard Belzer's here, but he brought some people like Barry Hawkins, who's in makeup now, and yeah. He didn't tell me what that is about.
She's gonna slug him.
Is here, and Rocco 𝗵𝗵 or something, and
This is good. This is good.
some DJ with some tapes or something like that.
What's his name, the DJ?
I don't know.
Mark?
I'm not sure. I maybe like that.
You should find out for him.
The wall is smarter than her. Should I keep it going?
Yeah, you should go in there and say, we're going to break, Jessica.
Yeah.
And we're going to have all these people. It's, you know, I don't... Wait, what's she doing?
She's leaving. All right, let me go.
Go.
Where? I need my... You know what? I left my glasses in the makeup room.
Oh, no.
All right, we're all set. Don't let her go. We're going to be set in a minute.
Hi.
Hi. You look good.
Listen, let me go over this real quick because we're going to start taping in 2 seconds. I got a great show. I got some great stuff planned. Guess who I got?
Barry Hawkins.
Barry Hawkins. I got... Because it'd be so great. You guys can scream at each other.
Howard, I don't know.
That would be so great. What do you think? Good?
I just found it out.
What do you mean?
Rocky?
They found Rocco 𝗵𝗵, the guy who says made love to you. And, what, are you upset?
No, I'm trying to figure out what I want to... The guy that used to sing... Yeah, he's mad.
And the madam who you work for, they got her. I know you never did, but she's accusing you of working for her. Do you think that's good?
Like being attacked on me.
So what? It'll be great. It'll be great television.
For you.
Yeah.
It's going to be 3 against 1. I don't have anybody helping me.
I'll help you.
Baby, you don't know about it. You're all liars. I swear to God.
It's going to be so good, though. Would you trust me to do it? You don't want to do it?
I have to.
Oh, it'll be great. Are you nervous about it?
I'm not, I'm up against these people.
Well, how can they hurt you?
Because...
You didn't make love to those guys.
That never happened, but how am I...
How come he has pictures, but Barry Hawkins has
Because
pictures?
I used to do pictures. What kind of pictures?
Pictures with you.
Doing what?
I don't know. He says...
All he has is pictures of me at a picnic. He's friends with my neighbors.
Really?
So I lived in a 2-family house. We had barbecues. I went out in the yard with them. Big deal.
I'm so nervous about this. I hope it's great.
Really
I look good?
You look the best I've ever seen you. I swear. I'm not...
Really?
All right, would he make a move? Oh, right. Here we go.
I'm sorry. Okay. All right. I'll see you then. All right. Jessica, you see this? See that TV? The hitting camera. The hitting camera, Jessica. You know Rocco 𝗵𝗵. And I kissed you, and you were going to make out with me. She was going to make out with me, Robin. She kissed me and started giving me the tongue. Started giving me the tongue.
Now she's
Gave me the tongue. I could have had it. I told you. I could have had it. Right now? What?
No, don't wipe it off. Don't wipe it off.
I'm not.
Oh, this is astounding.
Was it funny to watch?
Oh, it was. It was great. It was very compelling because you were like wondering how far, and then I was like, all right, I wish he'd make a move. And that's when you said, you moved over and said, okay.
And you could see it? You could see it?
Great.
I was going to, but he walked in, I was going to go, I'm really feeling very warm toward you, and I need you to calm me down.
It was perfect.
All right.
She was like right in there.
Oh, man.
It looked wild.
I didn't. Somebody walked in?
Yeah, David came in, but I was going to keep going.
What, are you saving Howard?
Robin, that doesn't look good. What we're talking about is Brother Facts International. I can't hear myself over that music. Now, Brother Facts International. Oh, I can't believe she went for it like that. Do I have lipstick all over?
Get a close-up. We need to see a close-up.
I could have had her.
Yourself.
I could have had her.
Can you see what your lips look like?
Can you see that? Because I started kissing her and she just started going for me.
Oh, man, did she pull you back on the couch?
Yeah, she went backwards. She just started pulling me down.
You always say you could have these this time. We all believe you could have had it.
Look at your face.
See, what I was going to do was I was just going to go and
try.
I would have gone a little further. I would have said I need to be relaxed.
Yeah.
I would have got my pants. I shouldn't have told her about the camera, huh?
No, it was good. It was good.
All right,
Yeah.
okay, all right. Well, we're just learning. We're learning. We don't know what the hell we're doing. All right, Brother Fax Machine. This is a sponsor of ours, and this is an excellent fax machine. I don't like this sign. Give me a pen. We'll do it on Monty's head. Monty, there's a perfect empty space. Come here, Monty. Come close.
Go,
For
boy.
a second.
Oh, no. Monty.
All right, Brother. Remember the name Brother. Oh, man, your head is a sweaty mess. There you go, Brother.
Running.
It doesn't
even work.
No, because his head's too sweaty. His head.
We got to get a Monty pin. Something that'll cut through that.
Monty pen. All right.
So talk about Brother Fax.
All right, Brother Fax. First of all, this is the fax machine I use in my house, Robin. It has an automatic cutter on it. Good for circumcision. It has an automatic cover page. Let me show you what that looks like. Here, watch this. Here it is. See this, Monty? Automatic cover page. When you fax somebody, this automatically is programmed in. You never have to make another fax cover, which I think is kind of neat. And also you have a 5-page document feed. And it's nice. I think it's a nice looking machine.
Very
And
compact.
Brother International is like one of the best. I believe this is one of the best companies.
You're throwing your support behind it.
I'm throwing myself out a window because I'm the one who suggested we do live commercials on television, and I see it going nowhere. Anyway, it's a great fax machine. You remember Brother Fax International, and pick up one of these little jobs, and you too can have what I have in my house, a Brother Fax machine. Thank you. God bless you. Available at Staples. Thank you.
Hey.
I would have gone a little further with the Jessica Hahn thing.
How far do you think you could have gone?
Look at those beautiful meat balloons, yes.
This is, look, he still has lipstick. I'm so embarrassed now.
Happy, man, and that's all there is
Do you
to
know
it.
every time somebody says now that I didn't, when I say, hey, nothing happened, they're going to go, oh, yeah, right. Look
You
at
love it.
how.
First of all, you dragged me back on the couch.
See, I couldn't
No,
tell
I
whether he was
didn't.
pushing you or you were
All
pulling
right,
him.
would you rather me not respond at all?
But you closed your eyes and you were ready to get into a makeout session.
You had your eyes
Did you
closed.
have?
I would
did
have
you
your- I
have
would
her-
have-
your tongue in her mouth.
No, we didn't go for tongue.
And you what would it be?
But I was going to go for a full
It looked
makeout
like
session.
a full.
I was going to have her take off
to me.
because I think her hand would have been in my pants inside of 3 seconds.
No, you know what? Because
You were going, oh my God, my dream is coming true.
no, I wasn't.
I'm
I
going
was
to have a guy on TV.
I was just saying, oh my God, somebody's knocking and he doesn't care. I said the door's about to open.
I didn't even hear it, to be honest.
Somebody was knocking and he said, come in. I was like, hey.
Jessica, listen. I've talked to you many times, and let me say your breasts look beautiful, more so beautiful. Let me stand up and show your outfit, because that's really what it's all about. Look, she's lost a lot of weight. Look at that. Beautiful thighs. Look how gorgeous she looks. Isn't that great?
Your diet
Great.
worked.
It really worked. And Jessica has shown me her breasts many times. I've seen her totally naked in a bathtub, and as you know. But we did bring out some of your ex-lovers. We did. We dug
We
some
do
up.
have some of your old friends here.
We did.
Because we
really
didn't
did.
feel we could set up
Jackie,
the audience
but
like
Jackie's
that.
working.
No, come on. No, seriously. We got some of your old lovers.
So who's here?
All right, the first guy is a guy that Jessica made love to a couple of years ago. This is before the whole Jim Baker thing. This is sort of This Is Your Life.
Okay, who is it?
And his name is Ted.
Ted?
Ted.
You
The
don't
guy who
remember
claims
him?
to have made love to you.
I don't know a Ted.
Why don't we bring Ted out and we'll just
Maybe
interview
once
Ted.
you see
Let
him,
sit-
you'll remember him.
Maybe remember Ted. Here he is. This is Ted. One of Jessica Hahn's ex-lovers.
Welcome, Ted.
Welcome, Ted. How are you? Good to see you. When did you've been a lover of Jessica Hahn's?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
And you claim that that this love affair went on for several years.
Several years.
And
I
it was
see.
intense.
Intense.
How did you meet her?
I met her at the first church service, candlelight service.
Candlelight church service.
Service.
And you just started a conversation with her?
Yes.
And then all of a sudden she came on to you?
Came on strong.
Really?
Did you leave church and go to a motel?
No, we went out to my van.
This is the first time you met her, you went out to a van.
To the van.
And how soon was your tongue down her throat?
Oh, a couple of seconds.
Can you describe?
Is she a very passionate?
Yeah.
Oh, she's very passionate. Oh, about 4 or 5 times.
Really?
4 or 5 times passionate.
She was a sex maniac.
That is really fascinating. I can't believe it.
You know, at this point, I can't even defend myself. It's like after what happened, they're going to go, oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, it was so nice.
So do you want to rekindle your relationship with Ted now that you see you haven't seen each
Why
other in a
not,
while?
though? Why not?
Talk some love talk to her. Go ahead. Get her hot again. Show us the way you got her hot.
Excuse me?
You want to go play some more road?
What's road?
Oh, you know, you lay down in our blanket, talk you to death.
All right. So anyway, Ted, thank you for joining us today. An ex-lover of Jessica Hahn, all right?
Nice seeing you again.
All right. Now, the other guy that we found that you made love to was Fred, a guy named Fred. This happened, he said, about 2 weeks before the Jim Baker incident.
2 weeks.
Yeah, that he met you.
Okay.
Bring out Fred.
2 weeks before the
There he
Baker
is. Come on out.
incident.
All right. How did you meet Jessica Hahn?
When I was 14 years old,
You were 14?
she babysat at our house.
I what?
You babysat me, remember, Jessica?
What's the... What,
He babysat. You were his babysitter.
I babysat.
Yeah. Don't make fun of his speech
I'm
impediment.
sorry, I
No,
Is that what
Bobby.
you used to do when you were taking care of him, Jessica? You shut up, Robin.
By the way, Jessica, crawling across the screen, we have some of your ex-lovers. Sam Kinison, the Vietnamese refugee, Andy Bloom, the disc jockey. Okay, so anyway, we get that crawling across.
Andy Bloom knows another man.
Tell me something. When Jessica and you would make love, describe it. What would she do? Would she get very hot?
Yeah, 14. I was young and inexperienced. She came to my room, to tuck me in.
She tucked you in, and would she get very, very hot and excited?
Oh,
Would she moan and scream out things, or was she silent?
Well, at first she was demure, but when she got excited, she barked like a dog.
Bark like a dog, I see. Yeah. Now you say you bark like a dog. What kind of these? What were these sounds?
Yeah, she grunted.
What did you do? Could you go?
You didn't go.
There it is.
I promise never
Why don't you kiss him like he kissed me, Jessica?
Don't you want to give her a kiss, Fred, now that you see her again?
Oh, I will ask you, but this is TV.
Very, very beautiful. Well, listen.
And throughout the years, I never told anybody, but you confessed me, Howard.
Really?
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're saying to say the Jessica. What did you say?
I heard something about he's disclosing this to you for the first time. You're the only one he's ever told this to.
Oh, I see. Yeah, right.
I just saw White Lion.
You made love to one of the guys in White Lion.
Nice, White Lion.
I'm have all the guys, and I'm one of them now because I easily could have gotten her.
You know this list. You don't have to read it.
Me, and you were going for it, and you would have made love to me on that couch back there.
Can I? All right, Robin.
Yes.
If Howard went to kiss you, what would you do? Would you?
Get out of here.
You would?
Yeah.
You would not.
You were going for it. You were pulling back already.
You
were going back on the couch. You were ready for it. And I know I can get you. And what's driving me crazy is my wife won't let me date her.
Do we have any more?
No, those are all the ex-lovers. I don't want to embarrass Jessica.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Jessica, what did you...
You've grown so much. It's nice to see you've turned into such a legitimate person.
You do, Jessica. You
Jessica
do.
acting now. This is let Jessica play with the live commercial. And then we'll do the news.
Okay.
Okay. Now, look.
This is one of Jessica's old lovers.
This is just a cool way to get extra dollars for the television show. This is one of Jessica's old lovers, all right? This is Jessica's lover, Big Dick. Dick Lewis. Jessica, you like Big Dick. You want to talk to Big Dick? Here, Dick Lewis.
Hi, Big Dick.
Hi, Jessica. Hi. Look at those implants. My God almighty. Dick Lewis is watching, and he is watching Jessica's breasts right now. That's why he's very busy. There he is.
Trouble handling this.
Yeah, this dick is way too big for me, Robin. I'll tell you that. Jessica, you can handle Big Dick here. Take Dick Lewis. You know, Dick Lewis has always stood for one thing.
What?
For Jessica. Jessica, is that the biggest dick you ever...
Ooh, look at where her hand went right.
Yeah, look at that. Right? Jessica, you want to put your hand away from his...
It is.
It's like rubbing dick, you know? All right, listen. Dick Lewis is watching, as everybody knows. God knows what he's watching right now. I'm sure maybe you think he's watching this show? So he's saying, why am I advertising?
He's looking for his commercial. That's what he's
saying. Actually, Dick Lewis has always stood for quality and integrity, as you know. And it's the only place that I will buy anything from. Isn't that right, Robin?
I believe everything you say, Howard.
Dick wants you to know he has a lifetime low-price guarantee. And I respect that. There he is. Look at him. With Jessica.
He's watching.
Yeah. Seriously, is that beautiful to be holding Dick Lewis like that?
He's not too bad looking.
No, he's not. He's got a nicer nose than I do, that's for sure. All right, you know, Dick does have some serious information, Robin. The purchase, now I'm going to read this.
Serious Dick we're talking about.
Serious Dick now. See if you can follow this.
All right.
The purchase price at Newmark & Lewis is guaranteed to be the lowest in the market for the life of the product. Now, if you see a lower price in another store, they give you 125% of the difference between their price and the price that you bought it from them.
Now, what does that mean?
Well, listen, I'm no genius. In fact, I think I got a 300 on my SAT combined, so I don't know if I can understand this commercial, to be honest with you. But, for example, if you bought a product from Newmarket Lewis at $100, and you found it for $90 in another store,
yes,
they give you a check for $12.50.
How do they figure?
Or even better, I've seen some of the salesmen in Newmarket Lewis. How are they going to figure that out for themselves? Or even better, they'll give you a $20 gift certificate to be used at the store. This offer is good even 5 years from now. Nobody beats the guarantee. Newmarket Lewis, no haggle, no hassle, and everyday low prices that are the lowest in the marketplace. Newmark and Lewis. See, during the commercial, Jessica Hahn fell off a chair.
Well, you were trying to grab her hand and put it in your
I
lap.
was trying to get it on with Jessica again. We're going to do the news now, and we're going to bring 𝗏𝗲 out. Richard 𝗏𝗲, of course, the great Richard 𝗏𝗲, the great comedian.
The politically
active
comedian.
Richard 𝗏𝗲, who likes
I don't know
to
if
do
he's
the news.
active.
Oh, yeah,
I know he likes
really
to talk
to make
politics.
Fun of him and politics, yeah, like nobody else.
Bells. Here's Bells. Come on. I tried to get Mr. T here today, but...
Hi, nice to see you. How have you been?
Good.
Lovely to see you.
Hey, look how nice Bells dressed
Very
for television.
thin Bells.
That's right.
The very thin black
How are
Duke
you?
Bells.
Bells, you're a rainbow. You look gorgeous.
I'm not showing enough.
Yeah.
Where's the funeral Bells?
Let's see those nipples.
I feel overdressed.
Let's see those nipples, Bells.
How's that?
Very few people know
Yes.
that Richard 𝗏𝗲 is a celebrity, of course, in his own right, but his wife, of course, is a great star as well.
Uh-oh.
And we should show some of, she was the star of Lady...
This is WOR, right?
Right, this is
Okay,
WOR.
so, all right, go ahead.
Okay, she's the star of Lady Chatterley's Lover.
And Lady
Right.
Chatterley's Lover 2.
And Lady not to forget Lady Chatterley's Lover 2. And
sequel.
here it is.
So nice, they like
in
this
the
wife.
dressing room.
Her name is Harley. Ooh, there she is.
This is Mrs. 𝗏𝗲.
Yeah, I dig his wife big time. Not the maid.
You can't show this on TV.
Sure you can.
No, you
You can
can't.
bleep out certain words. There she is in the tub, doing her lesbian
You know, we have
scene.
her blocked out a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a lesbian, too. I'm into chicks. I married a
So
woman.
beautiful. Look at that nose. Is that a nose job?
Oh, she's perfect.
Hey, what are you doing to my wife's body?
Hey, man. What's that all about?
You're not showing this on the air, are you?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. But you know, when I came to this
Why do you ask that, though? Why are you uptight about that? Your wife's not uptight about it.
How do you know that?
Is she?
on
No,
film.
not.
That's
She's
how
much
we know.
more sophisticated about it than I am.
Why are you uptight about that? I mean, if you marry someone who's in a porn movie...
It's not a porn movie.
Wait a second. Whoa!
It's not a
What
Bells,
a
It's not a
strategic
porn
cut.
movie.
You never drag any extra women into bed with you?
It's my business.
She doesn't miss this now that she's
Yeah, I guess so.
giving it up?
All right, that's enough. That's enough.
No, this is
Getting
a
a
massage
I
scene.
mean, that's enough.
That's what I said. It's enough.
All right, I'll pour.
Look how beautiful my wife
He
is.
doesn't like to be upstaged by his wife.
No, she's beautiful.
Wait a second. I can't stop there. I'm sorry.
That's a body double. That's Burt Lancaster that they're really
She's
rubbing.
so beautiful. How did you meet her?
They're really rubbing Burt Lancaster there.
How'd you get her?
How did I get her?
Yeah.
What a
Where did you
crude way
meet
to
her?
put it.
Where did you meet her?
A mutual friend, 𝗧𝗵𝗲, and we went to a speech therapist,
And you shared some dreidel soup.
we had some dreidel soup,
Yeah.
and then we had a dreidel omelet.
So
Seriously
beautiful.
enough.
So, ooh.
We've been together 9 years and 14 minutes.
A mutual friend was a rabbi that they both know.
Is that right?
He had seen the movie and knew Bells from his different
Rabbi
acts.
Buck Bernstein,
Yeah, that's what I
Western
was.
rabbi.
Yeah, exactly.
Bells is beginning to look like his wife.
Oh, there it is.
Science fiction.
Anyway, you want to do some news with the Bells?
Yes, might as well do it. We start off with the lighting in lavender of the Empire State
The
Building.
whole Gay Pride Week.
I bet
huh,
no one
Robin?
was
Yes, here we go.
upset that,
There's
you know,
the Empire State applause from the group that watched the lighting.
Thing to remember.
Who's that?
That's Ruth Messinger.
Should remind us as it beams bright is that we are reminded.
It's Gay Pride weekend. Here we go. All right, party time.
Who's this?
Who's that? You don't think they identify themselves? Just keep going. You're going to see a lot. These are some lesbians who, the Dykes on bikes. If you will.
That one looked pretty good.
And then we have an assortment.
That's my agent.
Hey,
Creek Gable was there.
is that her?
Yes.
That's her tush?
That's the Creek. She was wearing a see-through
She's very discreet.
skirt. Yes.
The way she dresses.
I can't believe the Empire State Building looks so beautiful. I think
We should
King
keep it
Kong
like
had
that
douche
all the
chills,
time.
you know? I can't believe it. Okay, here we go. Ooh.
There we go. Some of the beautiful outfits. And here's a woman.
Be naked?
You know, all the women were fat and ugly. All the men had good figures.
Why is that, Rob?
I don't know. Here's a chant.
All fat.
I saw one good-looking woman.
Those are some guys into S&M, and then the bubble float. I don't know what that meant. And, of course, the usual confrontation outside St. Patrick's Cathedral.
These are the guys who yell.
Yeah, could you rewind that a little bit so we
yelling?
can...
See what they're yelling. What is he yelling? Homo?
Dykes, homos,
Dykes, who's this guy?
What's wrong with he didn't have anybody write any material for him.
That's where 𝗧𝗵𝗲 gets his material from.
Morality, AIDS, death, homos.
Finger to your boyfriend. We don't want it. South Africa.
I want to interview that guy.
Who's in
I
South
want to
Africa?
track him down.
What does that mean?
Whoa.
Uh-oh, the black flag.
Reason we're all here at the Gay Pride Parade anyway. The fact that people are dying of AIDS.
I think those guys are just tired and don't want to participate in the parade, and they just jumped on the AIDS float.
Exhausted.
They're exhausted.
This is some float.
From all the fun.
Workout.
Interesting.
10 anus years? What?
10 anus years.
10 anal years? What the hell?
Years.
That's what it says. 10 anal years.
That's that, huh?
I don't know.
Goodness, that's the Gay Pride
Oh,
Parade.
boy. What about hetero pride?
Yeah, huh?
Let's parade down the street.
Howard, we should air our stuff. You know, I can't believe I fell for that. Go ahead, but continue.
You knew that the camera was on the
swear
whole
to God.
time, didn't you? Didn't
Kiss her,
you?
Bells.
Stop playing with my legs.
I'm kicking your leg to make you say the camera was on.
What
Howard,
are you doing?
All right, here we go.
Time to take a break?
Oh, is that it for the news?
Yeah, we usually do that during commercials.
I want to thank Bells and Jessica for coming by. That was pretty nice. We got a live commercial?
We're a good team.
All right, good.
Yeah, we
Hey,
are a
good.
good team.
All right, we're going to do something. We're going to do some Snapple.
Want to do
Oh, I love some Snapple.
It's a sponsor of ours.
Do we snort it or drink it?
I think we'll just show you some Snapple. Some of the Snapple products I've been talking about on the radio for years, and now they're a sponsor of ours on television.
You get to see Snapple.
This is Snapple Diet Iced Tea. Bells, you want to show? Oh, you already have one? Jessica, try the iced
I drink
tea.
the lemonade, Howard.
I like that too.
Let me
Why
show
don't
you
you
something
have
on the
ice
bottle
cream
here.
more
This is all natural. Natural tea. They don't add anything to it. They don't add any sugars, any preservatives.
No fat,
What's this?
no sodium.
Orange iced tea.
Contains vitamin
Oh, it's flavored, so that must
It
be
actually
real
has
orange.
vitamin C. No fat, no sodium. It's perfect.
No soda, right.
No,
Good.
right.
I
Anyway.
drank about 47,
Okay.
Let me say
53
something about
bottles
this bottle of fruit
Snapple a
punch.
day.
See this fruit punch here? This has no artificial coloring in it. This is all the natural color of the fruit. Of the fruit. The natural color of the fruit.
They told you to make that move when you
How
wanted
do
to
you look so
emphasize
cute without your
something.
glasses?
Snapple asked me to take off my glasses when I make this very important point. So anyway, here it is. Snapple Fruit Punch. All of their drinks are natural. I've been drinking them for 15 years.
And look at them.
And look at me.
You could look like this, too.
Hey, Jessica stole my hairdo, didn't she?
Yes, she did. We
Yeah,
noticed
really.
that.
That's not right.
Almost stole my hair.
Like I have the same hairdo, or what are you
Yeah,
talking?
you stole my hairdo.
Well, I want to be like you, honey.
Yeah.
Like it be like you.
And she can't have you. She's going to look like you.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, Jessica drinks Snapple. Seriously, tell them. Because
I
it,
drink Snapple. I do. This is actually really good. I've been drinking this for about 3 years.
and it gives her energy for all those sexual
Gives me lots of
calisthenics.
energy.
There you go.
For
So get yourself
all
some
those.
Snapple, 100% all natural Snapple. We'll be back right after. And right now we got the Zodiac Killer, I think.
Oh, really?
Yes, I think we're ready for the Zodiac Killer. A lot has been said about the Zodiac Killer in the news, Robin, as you know.
I
There
didn't know
is.
he had been found.
There he is.
Well,
Hello, baby.
How you
Yeah,
doing?
this am be the Zodiac Killer speaking.
Now,
What am the old signs?
now let me...
I'm full of astrology and voodoo.
Let me
I'm gonna put a spell on you. Already I killed 5 people today. Because I am angry.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah,
Let me talk
ask
to you.
me.
What I find amazing is, now they drew a composite of you in the paper.
Yeah, that's right.
You look identical to that composite. Isn't that amazing?
in fact,
Well,
it
that's
looks
why
like
I'm
his
angry.
face
That's
is
why I'm
drama.
killing people.
Yeah.
I'm angry because I look like that dummy Mark McEwen on Channel 2.
Yes.
The weatherman.
Yes, you should be
Yeah,
angry.
It could be worse. I could look like Bill Cosby in that movie. What that movie? Goat Dad?
Ghost Dad, not
What
Goat.
he play, a goat now? Why can't I look like Billy D. Williams? I put a spell on you. I'm full of horoscope and rage and horror and astrology.
Robin, unlimited budget on this.
My name is the Zodiac Killer. My African name...
What is your African name?
My African name is Umbutu.
Robin, why does the Zodiac have white arms? You're so right.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I am very
Unlimited budget.
He should be easy to find, actually. He's got a black face and white arms.
I'll kill you. I don't have to stand for this. I got a voodoo rage. I stalk you with my magic spell. I put a spell on you.
All right.
You know why I got a little Polish in me, so watch out. I kill myself. Don't laugh. You could be next.
All right.
I kill my victims based on the signs of the Zodiac.
Yes.
Like if you is a Gemini, I cut you and shoot you twice.
I wanted Saturday Night Live's makeup guy. Nobody was all for that.
This is close.
This is close.
Very
So
close.
It looks like the guy. It looks like it. You know, you look a little like Jesse Jackson, I think.
Ain't nobody catch the Zodiac Killer. Ooh,
We
I
hired-
got rage and voodoo.
Robin, we hired a top Xerox guy to actually do this segment for us.
Around the Zodiac we go, where I stop killing nobody. No.
Zodiac is killing the jokes. All right. Hey, you know what? I think I know your sign. I'm getting. You know, I hear you can look at people and know their signs. I think I know your sign. Your sign is exit because I want you to go now. Thank you, Zodiac. Yes, the great Zodiac. Fascinating.
How did you get a hold of him?
I got a hold of him. I cut out that picture in the paper, and I brought him in, and that was the end of it.
Well, we still don't know who the Zodiac Killer is.
No, we don't. We really don't.
Boy. Well, you know, we have a bunch of pictures.
Of?
We could actually take the composite of the Zodiac
Yeah.
and put up some pictures and see if we can figure out who the Zodiac is.
Ah, good. Okay, I like that. I didn't know about this. This is cool.
Here we go.
Right.
Let's try Al Roker.
Yeah, he does look like Al Roker.
Wait a minute. Put some glasses on that guy.
Yeah, and... ooh.
This, too, could be close. He's already wearing stripes. I think he's ready to be arrested.
No. Zodiac or not, Robin, arrest Arsenio Hall.
For those gums alone, he should be arrested.
Well, if the Zodiac would smile, we could see his gums and see if they match up with
that would be a tip-off. He's been very smart. He has not smiled during any of these shootings. Yeah. And Fred Barry.
Oh, rerun. Hi. There he is.
You know, I haven't seen him in a long time.
Absolutely. Hi. There he is.
There you go. Well, I don't know if we found the Zodiac Killer, but all of those people should be questioned.
I have a little presentation here from Hackensack Ford. Okay, here it is, Robin. Ready?
Okay.
Come here, Monty, with that camera.
Little logo.
Like the logo? Hackensack Ford Mazda presents A Day with Andy Photos. Andy Photos is the guy who runs Hackensack Ford.
Yeah.
Okay? And there's a picture of Andy Photos right next to the Hackensack Ford logo. Very attractive man. Okay, that's Hackensack. Here it is. Each day, that's Andy Photos. Each day, Andy gets up and ready for work.
He sleeps in a suit.
That's right. Isn't that nice? Look how good he is. That's after his big night with Jessica Hahn. All right. Well, here you go. Once at the showroom, Andy really has a way with his customers. Isn't that nice? Isn't that a beautiful thing? She's like vomiting, I'm sure, during this photo. And let's see who else we have here. We have, if you need financing, Andy can find it. That's Andy Photos.
Okay.
All right. Looks like John Belushi before the speedball hit him.
See, right there.
Yeah, right there. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, just one more hit of that Coke. Okay, here we go. Under Andy's watchful eye, the service department always gets the job done right the first time. And there he is, with a big baseball bat that's about to go. He's greasing up the bat for that guy. The guy pulls down his pants, and Andy's ready. That's in the service department. Remember, for the best service, selection, prices, and everything else, Andy's personal commitment to your satisfaction. Nice guy? Nice-looking guy, huh? Gary, I think he shares your teeth. All right, and they'll do whatever they got to do to make a deal at Hackensack Ford Mazda, minutes from the GWB at 320 River Street in Hackensack, New Jersey. There it is. Very beautiful presentation, I think.
Very professional.
We got a lot of money for it. Anybody know what Andy Photos pays for a live commercial on the TV show? I sure hope he's satisfied. end up this show with a letter we received from one of our fans. It says, Dear Howard, I'm a big fan, but every time I call, it's busy. He tries to call into our radio show all the time. He says here he can blow smoke through his eye. And I thought that'd be a good way to sort of end up the Howard
that's
Stern.
one way to get to meet us.
Yes, we will do that. You want to meet us, you blow smoke through your eye. And I'm sure this is some kind of bogus thing, and I haven't seen it. We don't set anything up.
Now, what you're telling me is he smokes a cigarette or something?
I don't know. I think he sits on a chimney. I'm not sure what it was.
All right, here he is.
This guy right here, he was rejected by the University of Georgia, Robin. What'd you get, like a sunburn or something, my man?
Yeah, it was rode up on my
All right,
nose.
sit down.
You did that today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say you were rejected by the University of Georgia? I find that hard to believe. I like your Charles Manson beard and mustache, my friend.
I was going to say, could his hairline come down a little further?
Get close to the microphone. Hey, what is that, a wig?
Nah.
Is that your real hair?
No, it's not the do. It's the fact that his hairline almost meets his eyebrows. I find that fascinating.
That's pretty weird, man. You're the missing link. I'm not kidding. All right,
when
listen.
did you discover you have this talent?
I don't know.
Don't treat him seriously, Robin.
It's like eating a piece of chicken, you know?
Tell about the first time you nailed Jessica Hahn. Talk about that. What do you mean? You can what do you do? You light up a cigarette?
Wait a minute, I'm fascinated. It's like eating a piece of chicken.
What's like eating a piece of chicken?
Blowing the smoke through your eye.
Yeah, how's that? Can't remember when you ate your first piece of chicken, so I can't remember when I blew it through my eye.
I remember when I ate my first piece of chicken. I remember when I first blew smoke through my eye, Robin. It was like 15 years ago.
When did you... Do you smoke a cigarette?
Yeah, I don't smoke, but, like, I just breathe it in my mouth and blow it out.
Are we going to get a demonstration? Or are you going to drag this out? Can you put a quarter in between your teeth? Look at that. What's going on there?
I think I can.
All right. No, seriously. Come on. Give me a demonstration of you blowing smoke through your eyes. It's a good way to end.
All right.
Oh, goodness. I didn't know what he was doing.
You sit rather straight. Is there a medical thing going on here?
Nah.
There's nothing up your back.
Where are you from?
Chichester. It's right near Philly.
All right, take your time. I don't want to rush you.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to rush.
That's right. Throw it down on the set. It only costs $15. Go ahead. Here he is. This is Kenneth Keith Kallenbach.
3 names.
Just like Charles.
All right, here it is.
Nelson Riley.
Nelson Manley.
That's your mouth.
That's your mouth.
Nothing.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Oh.
I just got to calm down.
Maybe he thinks his eye is his mouth.
Here it goes.
Maybe that's... You know when they play that game with kids and they say this is your nose, they confused him.
Yeah, right. No, look.
Here comes
your mouth. There's your eye. Do it, dude.
All right,
here we go.
The big one.
Here we go.
Hold on.
Oh, man.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
I'm not ready.
I haven't did this in like years.
Calm down, dude.
He can cry, Howard, but I don't see any smoke.
I haven't did it in years.
Is the idea that you're going to force it out your eye?
Yeah, here it goes.
All right.
I have to get psyched for
You know, maybe that hole that was in his head closed up.
You're going to date Joni Maybe, and we're going to see the children you produce. He has cancer of the retina, right, by the way.
Oh, jeez. He can't do it, and he's going
to... You can't do it, can you?
I did it, man. Hold on.
Oh, easy. Wait.
I did it, man.
Oh, no. I got to leave. Come on.
I did it, man. What, he's blind?
What, he's blind? You're going to be. You keep doing this.
Wait, you're going to hurt yourself. Don't do it. Wait, easy.
He's going to pass out.
Wait a minute. I haven't figured out.
Yeah.
The smoke converts into tears.
Wait.
Smoke turning into water on our show.
Watch, here goes.
Do me a favor. Get your Raleigh coupons together and buy a seeing eye dog. There it goes. All right, we'll see you next time. Get out of here with that.
At least you got to talk to us.
Wait. All right, why don't you try one last time? Can we allow him
Give him one last time.
I was sort of going to go out like a real good production thing. Wait a second.
I have to leave.
Where's the cigarette?
Dude, what do you do for a living?
I deliver mail.
You deliver mail? You're a mailman?
Yeah.
Oh, he just delivers mail.
I deliver mail.
Wait, is this hurting your eyes?
Hold on.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Now, you got to look real close. Wow.
All right.
Oh, you really know it's coming out.
Hold on.
Oh, dear.
Hold on, man. Hold on, I'm serious.
Something's going to come out, Howard, but it ain't smoke.
I'm sitting here till it happens.
hasn't been smoking. How's he going to get smoke out through his eyes?
He's got snot dripping out of his nose at this point.
Hold on. Ask Jessica, because she saw me blow air out my eye backstage.
I'll ask her later.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good. All right, man. Well, you tried. I tell you what.
You know you're nervous.
Would you come back next time and try and work it out a little? Because your eyes are turning all red.
Yeah, I'm going to practice it up because I haven't practiced.
All right, man. Okay, listen. So there he is, Kenneth Keith Kallenbach. If you're
Watch
missing,
him.
If you're missing any mail, you'll understand.
The people of Chichester must be very proud of you.
Hey, what's your sign, dude?
Flash
up that picture of the Zodiac Killer. I want to see if he looks anything like
do
that.
Another test.
I'm a little nervous. Okay, anyway, so till next time, get together with us every Saturday night at 11 o'clock. Are we doing that?
I think so.
Yeah, well, who knows? And,
After this show, I don't know.
Yeah, okay, and we'll see you next time, I guess, all right? Okay, bye.
And receive the Lord Jesus Christ in your heart as your Lord and Savior.
Don't you realize your mouth is a sewer and your tongue is a toilet? Your mouth is so filthy, it's going to take more than Listerine to clean it up. Only the blood of Jesus Christ can clean up your filthy, dirty, nasty, obscene mouth. Howard Stern, repent! Turn to Jesus before you die and go to hell, and you will curse worse in hell.
Amen.
Be with us on the next Howard Stern Show when Howard spies on a penthouse pet, sets up a blind man on his first date ever, and an exclusive interview with the Dart Man. All next week on the Howard Stern Show.
All right, now, good morning, everybody. The saga continues. Every day is a winding road. Is that the song? Oh, this is great. We're having a big show today. Leanna Hart and Joey Boots are coming in. Do you remember who they are, Robin?
No.
Leanna Hart was the woman we gave away on the air to have sex. We had the big treasure hunt.
Oh, in the woman we hid. Okay.
Leanna Hart, and then, as you remember, the guy who won her did not have sex with her.
His parents told him no.
Joey Boots came in and said he wanted her, and they've had sex, and we're going to hear all about it.
How did Joey Boots just call up and get her?
I think Joey Boots was the second guy or so. I don't know. Who knows? She was going to do somebody.
I know. There was a big controversy.
The thing I'm looking forward to, a woman will eat a chicken nugget from her sister's behind.
For breast.
For breast implants. Well, she's doing it for a good reason. It's not like she's sick. A man will come in and collect our spit so he can test us for testosterone to see who's the most manly in the group.
Who es muy macho?
This. Who es muy macho. We'll finally find out who has more testosterone in their system. Me, Fred, Jackie, or Gary, or Casey, or
I think he's getting my spit, too.
Yes. You probably have more than all of us. Las Vegas fever is building, baby.
Now, what is Las Vegas fever, and how do you get it?
Actually, we're leaving for Las Vegas this weekend. We'll be broadcasting. You'll hear the broadcast Monday morning, unless you listen in Vegas, because Sunday night we'll be broadcasting live.
You're not going to replay it in Vegas on Monday morning?
Oh, yeah. But, we want to be able to take calls and stuff.
Absolutely. So. We want Vegas people to be listening live.
That's right. So we'll be on Sunday night on the Vegas station. You can actually hear what's going on live. But here's the deal. And I'm really, really thrilled with this. I'm walking down the halls yesterday, and Tom Jesimondo says to me, you're making a bet for $100,000, but you can't split because you need another $100,000.
Right.
He says, what if I could get insurance from an insurance company to insure your bet?
What does that mean?
Okay.
You mean a real insurance company?
A real insurance company.
Casino insurance.
No. So if the station puts down $3,000, this is what the insurance policy costs.
Okay.
If in the event we get dealt 2 8s, the insurance company will put up the additional $100,000, and in the event that we get another set of 8s and we have to split again, they'll put up the additional $100,000. They won't go to 4 splits; they'll go to 3.
Yeah, that's aces and 8s.
Aces and 8s are insured, so we can split aces and 8s.
And is that being done?
It's done.
Oh!
It's finished.
I've never heard of such a thing.
And that's something you never even know what's going on. They insure big bets.
Who is the company?
You know what? They're a company that, I can even give you the name because it's a funny name. They're called a hole-in-one insurance. Because, you know, when, like, if somebody has a contest and if you get a hole-in-one, you win $1 million, they insure stuff like that.
I suppose they would be in the people who insure Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and all that stuff.
That's right.
I mean, they do a lot. They insure all
I thought you said they were called Lloyds of Poland. But anyway, that's what they do for a living, and they actually say the odds are very slim of you getting 8s or aces. So,
that's true,
yeah, they know exactly what they're doing in terms of their own business. They do all this kind of stuff all the time.
And if you don't get anything, they get the $3,000.
Right.
But doesn't it seem...
Yeah, it's like buying insurance. If you take out accident insurance, you don't have an accident, you pay them.
Win.
Yeah. Now, of course, you know, that brings up many, many things.
Like?
Okay, if we're playing for $100,000 and we win, the $100,000 we win will go to a hard luck case.
Right.
You know that. Okay. If we split and we win one hand and we lose the other, means the person we're playing for doesn't get anything. Figure it out, because the $100,000 that they put up from the insurance company has to go back to the insurance company.
Right.
And the $100,000 that they gave from Golden Palace goes back to them. So my point is, we are betting the $100,000 on one hand.
That's what we're doing.
Right.
And yeah, that should be great.
No splitting it down to 50. It's a full $100,000.
We're betting $100,000 on one hand. You will hear that.
And we can split
aces and eights. So we could potentially have a $300,000 bet on the table.
What is doubling down?
Doubling down is something different. We're not insured for that.
Okay.
Doubling down is when we get an 11, and whatever the dealer has, you double down. You can double your bet and take one card. Hoping, of course, for a 10 where you get a 21.
Right.
And I also...
We're not doing that.
No, because we don't have the money for that. And
Jackie handed me a note. The odds of 2 aces or 2 eights are 1 in 84.5. Are you including 6 decks?
No.
But I think it would be the same because it's the same percentage of
cards.
Multiplying.
Not only that, Jackie, we're using 6 decks, and it'll be a new deck.
Right, and it'll be a single player.
You know, I'm wondering, though, can't we play for a while and then put up the 100,000?
I'll find out. I don't know if that's the rule, that you have to start with a fresh deck, or if we just do it in the middle of...
Yeah, because...
I thought they were saying it would be a fresh deck for this one hand.
Not that it matters. I mean, I'm sure there's something... Someone could tell me the odds are better for you or worse for you, but... Imagine we get a blackjack.
That'd be amazing.
Oh, my God.
So what's
that would double it, right? Or
well, that would be 1.5.
3 to 2. So what would that pay on 100,000, Jackie?
It would pay 100.
150.
No, 3 to 2.
What?
It would pay 100. Is it 150?
If you're saying 1.5.
It's not 1.5.
It's not 1.5. It's 3 to 2, because it's always weird money to have to give you like silver dollars and quarters. Yeah. It's like a weird.
Oh, I don't know.
I think like if
3 to 2 is 1.5. In other words, if you bet $10, you win $15.
So it's 150. Yeah. We get 150,000.
All that to say I was right in the first place.
Well, we got to think about it. No one here's a math major, except for Jackie.
I'm actually placing a $1,000 bet for a friend. A friend dropped by last night, gave me $1,000 in cash. It's just one hand.
On one hand.
Yeah, Gary's going to be playing for somebody at home.
Good Lord.
I'll do that. Anybody want to give me increments of $10,000?
You're only doing $10,000. You don't do 1,000.
Yeah, I don't want to hear from Nudniks. That's kind of cool. So you got the 1,000 already on you.
Give me cash.
Yeah. What'd you get, a haircut?
Yes.
Ah, boy, you cut it shorter and shorter.
Well, I'm not the person that's cut.
I like it.
Thank you.
It's just straight now.
I love the way you look at me.
No, it shows off more of your face.
Yeah, I can see that.
There you go.
No, it gives you more.
You look at me like you.
I'm looking you over. That's all.
You look at me like you just ate dog duty, and then you go, "It's nice. It looks good."
No. I like your haircut. What do you know? If I compliment the guy, I'm the only guy that make fun of his big lips and teeth.
You are?
Yeah. And
what'd you just do when you said my big lips?
No, but I'm just saying. I see you look nice.
Well, thank you.
Shows off more of your face.
He's waiting for the shoe to drop.
He's waiting for something to hit him in the head.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right.
He's waiting for the other tooth to drop.
Oh. Just can't get back out of the room without a tooth chip.
Right. Oh, man.
But that's going to be exciting. $100,000 that could possibly go. Now, does the hotel realize that we now have done this?
Yep.
And they could be looking at a $300,000 bet?
They're all set.
Wow.
They've approved it. So we got some big doings going on here.
All right.
Very big doings.
Let's hope.
We could walk out there, lose everything. Could lose $300,000 in 1 second.
But let's hope for aces and eights. Let's do it.
You know, even though it's not my own money, I feel tremendous pressure. Why is that?
When I was talking to you yesterday, you were getting real. You're like, I'm nervous about doing this because it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because it is. It's money, man.
It's a dumb idea.
It's the stupidest.
It's a stupid. You would never do this with your own money.
That's right. That's why you had to get somebody else.
Yeah, I would never do it. You gotta be crazy. Lou, you're on the air. Lou? All right. I give up. Lou, you there? No Lou, honey. Try to think if I'm doing something wrong. Okay. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Who's the man? Huh? Who's the man?
Howard Stern. I'm not going to tell you I love you, but I do like you a lot.
Really? Brutal.
The Howard Stern Show.
95.1, 95.5, The Nerve.
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern.
On the Howard Stern Show.
The Howard Stern Show.
Live from Howard Stern City.
High atop the Howard Stern building.
In the Howard Stern studio. Direct from Howard Stern's chair. Howard Stern.
Howard Stern.
The Howard Stern Show.
Howard Stern Show.
Featuring Howard Stern's co-workers.
Howard Stern's co-workers.
On the show that could only be called The Howard Stern Show.
Because it stars Howard Stern.
Howard Stern.
Yeah. I love that one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on. Let's go. Yes, Bobo. What's up? You're on the air.
Hey, Howard. How you doing, man?
All right, Bobo.
Did you see Temptation Island last night?
Yeah. Oh.
No. Please do not comment on Temptation Island. I did not see it.
It is the best show.
It really
It's
is.
my new favorite show, and
It's better than Survivor.
I have plans to watch it tonight. I'm going to get into bed early and put it on. I went to sleep about 8:45. I didn't even watch Dawson's Creek last night. I was very tired.
Rerun.
It was a rerun. Yeah. You know, I started watching it, but it did. I never saw that one before.
When Andy shows up, you know it's a rerun.
I'm not sure it was. I think she just came back.
No.
Really?
Was a rerun.
You sure?
Yes, I tuned in. I saw it. I said,
oh, for Christ's sake.
Hey, Howard.
She was still running around applying for colleges.
Oh, what is that, Bobo?
Billy's tortured, that video. He had to watch Mandy. She was licking some guy's chest.
Hey.
He told you not to tell, Bobo.
Hey, Bobo's stupid. I'm going to be watching it tonight. Hey, by the way, our San Diego radio station, which is called what, Robin?
San Diego Radio.
No, it is K-I-D... K-I... I can't read that. It's a mile away. It's called KIOZ 105.3 FM, San Diego's rock station. Our San Diego station is doing something called Temptation Trailer.
What's that?
Which I love. They put 5 guys in a trailer outside the radio station, and they keep throwing hot chicks in there, and if any of them touch the hot chicks, they get thrown out of the trailer.
Oh.
And they're also drinking in there, too.
Yeah, they're drinking, and they can't touch hot chicks.
The girls come in and try to entice them.
They come in hot outfits. They're all hot, like strippers and stuff, aren't they?
Cool.
They just said hot. They just said hot babes going in there. So I don't know.
And they try to tease the guys.
Right, and see if they can make the guys try to touch them.
Yeah.
So has anybody been thrown out yet?
That sounds cool.
They just started last night.
And also, they have a phone in there with an answering machine on it, so you can hear who's calling. And if anybody answers the phone, they get thrown out.
Oh.
So they're having people call to try to entice them to pick up the phone.
But
I might call.
Making them drink constantly.
Right. Well,
they put Viagra in the water, too. So these guys are going wild.
You know,
yeah.
I didn't realize...
Do you have any plans to bring back Mr. T and Pat Cooper to the show?
Yeah, okay. You know, we're in the middle of talking about something. You can't calm down, can you, Bobo? Goodbye. Hey, he's just so annoying.
You know, I didn't realize last night I got the full layout of Temptation Island because I didn't know people were going to be thrown off. I didn't know any of that stuff. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting what's going on.
And some of the girls are getting better looking.
Yeah.
I mean, they show them going out on dates, and people go out on these dates, and they just, everyone just gets into their bikinis.
Yeah, like, for example,
or naked.
You know that really good-looking guy? He's almost so good-looking he looks like a woman? The tan, muscular guy?
One of the guys that's a couple?
Yeah, he's a couple.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Okay.
Okay, and doesn't look that hot in her clothes. But then when she gets into a bathing suit, she looks real hot.
Which one are you talking about? The blonde?
His dark-haired girlfriend that he brought to the island.
Yeah.
She's hot.
She almost, when she's got her clothes on, she almost looks like that woman who was olive oil. And
yeah. She's not hot when she has her clothes on. Then she gets into a bikini. And the red-haired chick thinks she's way hot.
And she's okay.
She's okay.
She's got a smoker body. But the black woman They showed her walking.
She's hot.
They showed her walking on the dock.
Where did she get those abs?
Her abs are unbelievable, Howard.
Most black chicks have that.
Oh, get out.
They do.
Get out.
She's got.
I know black chicks. They all have that.
Her body's amazing.
It's genetic.
Her body's better than the girl.
I know models.
The Perfect 10 cover girl.
I know models now. Since I'm single, I know models. And you want to know something? I know model lingo. Do you know, remember I was telling you that, like in radio, they always try to come up with buzzwords to make it seem complicated. Like radio is the least complicated business. But the program directors all try to make it seem like it's a science, so they draw these big hot clocks, and they have stop sets and stopping down and quarter-hour sweeps, and they have all these buzzwords.
You can't talk to the regular human being and let them understand what you're saying.
Yeah, like if you talk to a program director, he goes, I want you to sweep the quarter hour. And all he's saying is, I want you to play music from 20 of to 10 of, because in the Arbitron ratings, that means you listened for 2 quarter hours if you can sweep the quarter hour. That's what it means. So he's going to sweep the quarter hour. Then he'll say, well, I want you to jingle and logo. I want you to back time into network news. Which means they just want you to talk up to the time the network news comes.
I like what they say. Do 3 songs in a row and back sell them.
Yeah, back sell. Yeah. So that means don't front sell. Don't tell people what the songs are coming up because they might tune away. At the end of the 3 songs, you tell them what they are. Right. So, I mean, they've got all kinds of lingo. So in the modeling world, I've talked to models. I've met some models. Okay, for example, you book a job as a model, and they tell you, come tomorrow, clean, clean.
What's that?
And, it's always some gay guy. I want you to be clean, clean. Clean, clean is clean hair and clean face. No makeup, no nothing in your hair, because they're going to be making you up and they're going to be doing clean, clean.
So if you just clean, that means just don't wear makeup.
Yeah, but it's clean, clean.
But I'm just asking, is there ever a clean?
Remember, clean, clean. Yeah, like, is it clean, dirty? I don't know.
That's very effeminate sounding phrase.
Yeah, but that's the modeling business, so it's supposed to be. Listen, I need you to show up clean, clean. Then there's go-sees. Go-sees.
Right.
This is a go-see. A go-see is when the model is requested. In other words, they've gotten her book.
Yeah, they just want to look at it.
They want to look at her. Then there's an audition. There's auditions where you have to just go in cold. And there's
there's a cold audition.
And there's another thing where you go in and it's not a go-see. There's a million of them. But even something dumb like modeling, there's like all kinds of phrases you have to know.
You know what I never understood? When you started shooting a movie, when did shooting a movie become lensing?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
I never heard of that. I mean, I've heard people say I'm lensing a film.
Yeah.
They should be punched.
Yeah.
Lens this.
Clean, clean, clean. Clang, clang, clang goes the trolley.
But anyway, wait till you see this girl's abs and you go, wait, she's the one with the kid. Oh my goodness, her abs are rock solid.
Yeah. A lot of black chicks have that.
Oh, here we go.
I'm telling you.
You don't know 3 black people in your whole entire world.
That's a black thing.
You don't know 3.
I know 5. I'll tell you that. I grew up in a black community.
You don't know that's growing up. You don't know 3.
It's the genetics.
I'll tell you something, Howard.
Running through the jungle.
Right,
telling you.
Jungle? The jungle of Harlem.
The Harlem jungle, that's right. Yeah, what is it?
That Temptation Island is so good because that host...
I want to go on.
That host is such an instigator, but he tries
Mark Wahlberg's his name.
Yeah. Where is he from? He did something else a while ago.
I think they just got him out of prison.
But he acts like...
But you know what's funny about Temptation Island? He tries to act like the guy on Survivor, the host of Survivor.
He's imitating that... What's his name? Jeff...
Yeah.
Probst.
And they got the same music. They got the tribal council kind of vibe with the fire going at night. Yeah, the bonfire.
Right. But they still have the same look. The people sit the same way.
They got the candles lit. The whole thing.
They play the music. He's exactly the same other guy.
Can't we do Temptation Island? Fill it up with hot chicks and see if we break.
But he acts like he acts like he's a disinterested third party.
Right.
He's such an instigator.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a really good show.
It's Survivor with semen.
Yes.
It's great. I tell you something. This is going to hurt Survivor because this is better.
Yeah. Last night was hysterical. Wait till you see this.
I need 15 weeks of this.
I gotta watch. You will scream.
You don't watch it? You crazy?
Oh my goodness, you're crazy.
The best show on television.
You're crazy for not watching this.
It'll make you angry too.
I like it that it's 6 weeks long, Like, I love the fact that I could just get right into it. It's not this whole crazy thing. There's no fat on the show. Just get right to it.
Right to it.
And the other thing is, boy, the reactions they get out of these people. You know, guys look like, they show a little piece of tape. It's like they hit them in the stomach, and all the wind came out.
I will tell you something, though.
Oh, watching your girlfriend kiss another guy is tough. And I don't even care how you feel. Like, you want to screw around, but you still don't want to see your girlfriend kissing another guy.
You should see the looks on their faces.
Even if you know it, you don't want to see it.
Right.
But exactly. I mean, I think one guy his voice was shaking. He was almost about to cry.
But I'll tell you something. Women are incredibly resilient, because even in the past weeks, women will cry, and then they're done.
Right back.
I'm done.
That's why women live longer than guys. Women allow the emotion to come through.
Yeah, you could see this guy wrestling with himself to keep it under control.
See, we're afraid, guys. I'm learning this in psychotherapy. We're afraid to even acknowledge that the emotion's there.
Right.
Women acknowledge it, they're there, and then they go, I'm going to go bang a guy.
Or whatever they do.
Whatever they do.
Guys are still wrestling with not showing it.
Right.
A guy thinks that if a girl cried over him, that she's madly in love with him forever, but it's sort of like for that moment, then they move on.
She's flushing him out.
But, the girls are also really good at playing these guys.
That's what psychotherapy is, learning how to be like a girl. I'm telling you.
No, it's learning to be a human being. Maybe you guys had that wheedled out of you, huh? How about that?
I'm learning how to be a girl. I sit there and cry, and I get stuff out.
Go ahead and have your heart attack. That's be a man.
Yeah, like I'm having anger now. I never had anger before. Like, I'm just angry about stuff.
You weren't angry before?
Never.
He didn't feel it. He was angry. It would come out in other ways, like his back would hurt. And
I never knew
it. That's how it comes out. You drink, Jackie.
Yeah. So I'm learning how to be more like a chick. And it's helping me.
Faggot. Stop.
Faggot. Had a dress on yesterday. Yeah. No, if you can acknowledge your emotions and let them out,
then you can move on.
You can move on.
But if you don't, they do come out in other ways.
Yes.
Other ways.
They do.
They're usually in bad ways. Ways
always
that do
bad.
not serve you.
Always bad.
You mean like beating people and stuff?
Or getting sick. Any kind of number of things. Or you break up relationships because you can't deal with it. Whatever.
I need you to show up clean. I go to therapy clean. I wash my hair and I have no makeup on.
There you can cry. You won't show streaks.
Clean. So.
But yeah, you should see. I mean, this is the best episode. And I thought they were supposed to throw those guys out in number 3.
No, that's next week.
Hey, if we called Temptation Trailer.
Yeah.
Would they pick up the phone?
Well, that's the whole point. There's a guy that's in the trailer. They interviewed them before. One of the guys said that his dream is to talk to you.
Yeah.
So they were hoping that you would call the trailer. If you get this guy to pick up...
Give me the number. I'll call.
He gets thrown out.
I'll call Temptation Trailer. We got to do Temptation something, because I'm way hooked on this.
It is the best.
So where do they sleep?
Why don't we put 5 people in Fred's apartment?
The guys are on one end of the island, and the women are on the other end of the island. And then they have the hot guys with the women and the single girls with the men. So they can't even see each other.
I'm calling... you have to dial 9? All right. Let's see here. I know this never works when I dial, because I got to close down the numbers. It's a whole thing. So it doesn't go out over the air. I'll try my best. Let's see if this works. Oh, Temptation Trailer. So we'll get an answering machine, but the guys in the trailer will be listening. Hello, Temptation Trailer?
They're not just going to pick it.
Please record after the tone.
I believe this is Temptation Trailer, and this is Howard Stern calling. I know one of you douchebags has a dream that...
Of talking to you?
Of talking to me one day. If you feel like talking, let's talk. I'd love to know what's going on in Temptation Trailer. I truly would. What?
And you doubt if you'll ever talk to him ever again.
Yeah, I'll never talk to you afterwards. So
I think they're only playing for $1,000, which is a lot of money, but talking to you is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
$1,000? Pick up the phone, stupid. What's the matter with you?
Doing in a trailer.
1,000. Okay, so...
How long do they have to stay in this trailer?
Till there's one guy left.
Wow. They don't want to pick up because they want to keep getting tempted by the hot chicks. Yeah. But what good is getting tempted by a hot chick if you can't touch her? You know what I would do? I would touch the chick. For $1,000, screw the 1,000. I'd touch her, I'd kiss her, I'd feel her up.
Oh, well, then you'll get arrested.
You can't do that?
No, not without the girl's consent.
Well, no, I think they're offering that.
No, they're just trying to tease you.
What you doing in that trailer in a bikini, then?
Yeah. Hello? We're out. Dude didn't pick up. Hello? There we were. We were on Temptation Trailer.
Well, how does this work for the radio station?
I don't know. I guess they broadcast it or people go and watch it. Who knows? Maybe they go on the website and look at it. Who knows? How about 5 of us in Fred's apartment? Temptation Fred's apartment.
And the first person out.
No, the first person that looks in his bag, he kills you. Remember when I looked in Fred's bag?
Yeah.
Man.
It's, for me, clearly one of the most uncomfortable moments ever in the history of the show.
I'm still nervous.
I mean, it really was. It was just like, he was not amused and he was pissed off. It was just uncomfortable.
The funniest thing about Fred is he no longer carries a bag.
we got him out of that. Double A, you're on the air.
Hey, Hal, what's going on?
What's up?
While you're talking about hot chicks and all, it's about that time of year where you put out your top 10 list. What do you got?
Top 10 hot chicks?
Hot babes.
Hot whatever. Actresses.
I know Pamela Anderson's on there. God, she continues to be so amazing. She is the hottest thing I've ever seen.
Can I tell you who shot?
I was looking at a book. I've had a coffee table book on my coffee table for about 3 years now. I never look at it.
Didn't know what it was?
And yesterday I said, you know, if I got this coffee table book, why don't I look at it? And it's some dude named David LaChapelle.
LaChapelle.
Big photographer. Yes. And he took a bunch of pictures of Pamela Anderson, and man, she's hot. She's like all naked, and her ass is sticking out, and she's got the most perfect ass and legs I've ever seen on a broad.
But do you think you ought to just willy-nilly blurt out who the top 10 is? Really, don't you think some thought should go into it?
There's some thought should go into it.
All right, you want my top 10 while you think about it?
All right, go ahead. I'll tell you what I think of it.
Okay, I go with number 10, Ashley Judd.
Nice. I'm with you on that.
She's got nice cans. All my girls have nice cans. So.
You're a can man.
Yeah, I'm a can man.
By the way, Ashley Judd's cans are real, I think.
Yeah. No, pretty much all my lists are real. That's why I go with real girls.
Yeah, I've seen them.
You've seen the whole Not in a Bra.
It's on a magazine, I think.
Really?
She even shows it in that one movie.
Yeah, the new thing now is to just be naked and hold on to them with your hands.
Yeah, like you don't show the nipple. Like that, you know, big deal. Right. Like, I can't imagine what that looks like.
You can't draw that in.
Yeah.
You leave out that part, you can't figure out what it looks like.
Everyone's naked now.
Okay, so that's 10, Ashley Judd. Number 9, Halle Berry. She's good, too.
See, she stopped being good looking for me after she did the hit and run. Yeah. And then she started doing wacky interviews.
Yeah.
But she's Halle Berry's a hot chick.
Holly.
Her name is Holly. This guy's right.
Holly.
I like saying it wrong.
Holly, whatever.
Still got nice cans.
I like saying it wrong. Halle Berry's got some... She's nice looking. Go ahead.
Okay, 8, Salma Hayek. She's good.
Salma Hayek.
The accent turns me off.
Yeah.
Manly?
Yeah, she has no sex appeal. Go ahead.
Okay, 7, Shannon Elizabeth. Good.
Nah, I seen her up close. She was on the show. She ain't that good.
No?
She'll die.
I don't care. I mean, she's good. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to bang her, but...
She's not on your top
10.
Oh,
that's what I'm going by, you know? Girls I would love to bang, you know?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, 6, Denise Richards.
Good looking, but, you know, she won't tell anyone her age. And then I read an article in Maxim where she said she won't give her age, but they did say when she graduated high school, and I did some quick math, I got a feeling she's about 31 years old, and she ain't looking as good as when she did that movie, that cool movie.
The
Starship Trooper.
Really?
Yeah, and hey, listen, I'd love to bang her. Don't get me wrong, I'm right up there with you.
What is your criteria for your top 10 if it's not banging? You're banging, but you're not putting them on the top 10.
I don't know if Denise Richards would be in the top 10 at this point in her career. But go ahead.
All right, number 5, Casey would be happy with this one, that Anna Kournikova chick.
Yeah, she's good.
Tennis star.
Yeah, David LaChapelle had some pictures of her, too.
Yeah?
Yeah, they were pretty good. Well, I'll tell you, see, when you talk about wanting to bang, she doesn't look like she'd be good in the sack. Like, see, I put some... See, if you're going to make a list of chicks you want to bang, that's different than good-looking chicks.
He wants to bang Anna Kournikova.
Yeah.
Don't yell at the guy.
Because chicks you want to bang, they're not always that great looking.
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to bang...
you have to have that hunger.
Like dirty girls.
Yeah.
Like, there are some scores girls I like to bang.
But they're not on your top 10.
Right.
Well, I'm going by, like, you know, I guess famous actresses, whatever, you know.
Like, I'd like to bang that pig Courtney Love. Because she's piggy.
Yeah, she looks like a good...
She looks like a good pig.
She's been around the block a few times.
Yeah, she knows how to be piggy in bed. I'll tell you who else I'd like to bang. I'll give you a couple of insights into my feelings.
Yeah.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. Now you say why? I'll tell you why. Because she's 21. She's probably never... The only guy she probably banged is that Carson Daly, who's, you know, I'm not even sure what his story is. I'm not buying.
I don't know what you're saying.
I'm not buying that he knows how to bang anything.
Right?
And I'm saying I would give it to her so bad that she'd turn into a dirty little pig.
You are so good.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I'm so good that she'd become a real little pig. Take her out to strip club, get her naked.
Turn her into a whore.
Take her dancing, bang her in the corner of a dark room. I mean, just turn her into a little...
Have her crawl across the floor.
Yeah, have her turn into a filthy pig.
Be your little slave.
You got to hear this. I'm reading... we'll get back to you in a second, Double A, but you got me going here. I'm reading the paper today, a little item. You know, you talk about the life... We had a kid on here yesterday. He's the son of Peter Morton, the guy who owns the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, where we're going to gamble, and we're going to Vegas. His name is Harry Morton.
I'll never forget it.
Yeah. Kid's a good-looking kid, right, Robin?
I said he got the trifecta.
In fact, I found out more stuff about him. He's banged a few models.
I bet he has.
Yeah, because he's a good-looking boy. And the kid's rich, and I sit there and I go, you know... You can be jealous all you want, Howard. That's the life you want, bro. Because not only is the kid good-looking, he's 19. Kid's going to college. His old man making him go to college as a goof. Kid's got his own apartment and a maid.
Yeah.
And listen, who goes to college with a maid in his own apartment?
First of all, to be able to live while you're going to college by yourself is a huge thing.
No roommate. No roommate. I had 4 roommates.
Yeah, you know what he said? I don't like to live with people.
Yeah, Casey.
I didn't either.
Like everybody else does.
Casey was telling me that when he dormed or wherever he went, that you had the community shower on the floor.
Yeah. Well, he thinks it's a sacrifice just going to college because he's going to inherit billions. Anyway, but listen to this.
He's out in the gulag right now.
And I'm thinking, gee, what a great interview we did with him yesterday, because we all love to learn about stuff we're never going to get to do. Like, I'm never going to grow up the son of a rich guy and what that's like and be good looking. Because his mom was a model, and probably Peter Morton's a good-looking guy.
To have every door open.
Okay. I'm reading the paper today. It says, Sean Lennon, all right, John Lennon's son, the Chinese boy. Oh. The one,
Yoko's son.
Not the one with the talent. Yoko's son. The one who inherited Yoko's looks and talent.
Oh. He was such a cute baby, too.
He was. Anyway, Sean Lennon says is, still getting along with his Japanese girlfriend, even though they broke up. Okay. And it says, because the other night he played at her gig. He played the bass in her band. Okay. So, number one, now he's a musician. The kid, horrible.
He doesn't have to make a living at it.
No. The kid's a billionaire.
Yeah.
All right. Yoko's taking care of him. So he doesn't have to work. So what does he do for a job? He picks a fun job. He becomes a bass player, and he goes around and he plays in other people's bands. And he's probably an okay bass player. Who knows? I don't know. I can't imagine.
He may be. He may not.
He plays in bad band after bad band. It says, though, but he seems to be getting over her because they're friends. And his new girlfriend, he was in a club making out with his new girlfriend, Bijou Phillips.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Now, Bijou, I know Bijou. She's as whacked out as a bedbug. But I'll tell you something. She's a good-looking broad. She's fun and a good-looking broad.
You take away the Lennon name and the Lennon money.
Oh, please.
And what do you have?
You don't have Baba Booey.
And Bijou ain't dating no Baba Booey.
Right.
He'd be delivering her dinner.
And I'm sitting there going, you know what? Good for him. That son of a bitch is living a life.
Living the life.
None of us are going to live. None of us. Because we're not going to grow up the son of a rich, wealthy guy. He's got it even better. His old man's dead.
A legend.
Yeah. His old man's dead, so he becomes his old man, in a sense.
He's the old man.
He's the only link.
As close as you can get to John Lennon is Sean.
Yeah.
See, I never understood that because Julian was first and looks more like John.
Doesn't matter.
And can actually sing.
It ain't Yoko's son.
I know.
And John actually stayed home with Sean.
Yeah, right. He took care of him. He actually loved Sean. He rejected Julian. And if John rejected Julian, we have to reject Julian.
Right. He's not really.
That's right. He's not really. He's like us, Julian. He was so close and yet so far.
Oh, that must be worse than us. He was there.
Yeah, Julian's not a lot better off than I am.
Sean Lennon, right. Sean Lennon is having the life that you could only dream of.
So, right, there's no reason...
There's no reason to get up early.
Right, I think he has an unlimited,
Yes.
Yeah.
Unlimited what, John? I don't even know what you're saying.
Funds. He can just say...
Of course.
Yeah, you don't think he's got to ask permission?
I think Yoko is infamously cheap, but I think she's kind of said, look, my son is going to be an artist. She wants it. She's she's very egocentric. She's a narcissist. She wants another artist to hang around with.
And he plays her absolutely right. He agrees with everything she says.
Yeah, he thinks she's a great artist. You know, thinks she's talented.
If he disagrees with her, we won't ever know until she dies.
Right. Well, there it is. Go ahead and continue with your list.
All right, number 4, you just had her in on Friday, Jamie Presley. She's got a small
She just shot Howard. I didn't know who she was 3 weeks ago. She just went to the top of my list.
You want to know something?
Don't you say it.
I thought
she was
gorgeous.
She's beautiful, but at certain angles, she looks a little duck-like.
What?
She's a beautiful, beautiful girl, Jamie Presley. Beautiful body. Everything is perfect.
Where was the duck?
Yeah.
But I don't know if I put her on my top 10 list of chicks I'd want to bang, that's for sure. Because the laugh...
The laugh was a little annoying, I admit, but... She was like pretty regular girl. Not like she's a regular girl, but, you know, she didn't seem to have a big attitude. She's pretty fun, and she seems like she gets down and dirty. She's, you know, a little... I like that about her.
Interview. I thought
she was great. I liked her a lot.
She's pretty open. I mean, I give her 100 points for telling that Steven Seagal story.
That's true. Good point. All right, I'm back up there with you.
I don't know where the duck comes in.
I don't either. I didn't get that at all.
What do I know? Go ahead.
All right, number 3, Tara Reid.
You're talking about the Tara Reid, Carson Daly's girlfriend?
Yeah, man.
Dude, I partied with her one night. She ain't all that. And she's annoying.
Well, she's a Jersey girl. I read that.
Oh, boy, is she annoying. Every minute barking out commands. She didn't even know me. She's barking. You got to go back and get David Spade. I said, shut up. Well, how did you get in my life?
You know, sometimes you just wish they just shut up, take their clothes off, and
right.
Take care of business.
Take care of B.I. business. But I was in the car with her. I'll tell you, Bijou Phillips was hotter than her. Courtney Love was hotter than her. There was a laundry list of broads there that night who were hotter than her. Yeah.
All right, number 2, Sarah Michelle Gellar. She's got tiny, you know, boobs.
Yeah, she's no canage there.
I got to tell you, she didn't look that good at the Golden Globe Awards.
She's not even in my top 100.
Yeah, exactly. She'd do a thing for me.
I'm not there either on that. I'm not with you on that. I'd go for Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera over her.
Really?
If they're that type of broad.
You know who's a pretty hot-looking girl, Howard? That's
Fran Shea.
Yeah.
Used to run the E! Network.
No, you know who's pretty hot-looking that's in that vein? She's a little older. Big cans.
Who?
That Jessica Simpson. Have you seen her?
I like her. I like Mandy Moore.
She's a little older?
She's 21. Those other ones are like 14.
Who is Mandy Moore?
She's way too young, Howard.
How old is she?
I think she's just turned 16.
I like it.
That's right.
That's what I want.
She's really cute.
I want to go out with her.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with a 47-year-old guy going out with a 16-year-old.
As long as it's to the circus.
Hey, Jerry Seinfeld did it.
That's right. And number 1, I had this discussion with you many times. The hottest girl in the world.
Your number 1 girl.
Milano.
Everybody, who?
Number
Alyssa
1.
Milano.
Oh, you're wrong.
The hottest girl ever.
Too short.
He didn't even mention Angelina Jolie.
Oh, wow.
She could look bad sometimes.
Angelina Jolie is scary.
Oh, no.
No, she's hot, though. You know who I think? You know who has become one of my number 1 favorite chicks?
Madam.
I'll tell you who one of my number 1 favorite is. I would bang her right this second if I could get my hands on her.
Who is this?
Charlize Theron.
She is the most glamorous woman around today. I would agree.
And I am so glad Glamour is back.
She's got a great ass, too. Did you see her ass in...
Did you see that outfit at the Golden Globes?
Yeah, she looks
She is a hot piece of ass, man.
She always looks stunning.
Yes. And I'm looking through that David LaChapelle coffee table book, and I see this one blonde broad, and I'm going, man, she's good looking.
Turns out to be her?
With Charlize Theron.
She got a perfect face, too.
Yeah.
All her features are just perfect.
She is good. And I'll tell you who else is good. You overlooked her, and I'm surprised, Double A.
Double A? What are you doing?
Well,
Heather Locklear. Excuse me. Heather Locklear, 40-something years old, and still...
40?
Well, it's got to be.
38.
You know what? I think my list was more or less like people, like, hopefully if I ever met, I get to, like, you know, I would try and bang them or whatever. But half these, you know, girls...
Heather Locklear, you wouldn't?
Or they got boyfriends or whatever, so... Alyssa Milano's single right now. That's why I put her number 1.
You think you've got a chance, huh?
Yeah, I see, yeah, because Alyssa Milano's single, you could probably get her. Heather Locklear's married.
If she's listening...
You'd be surprised. Heather Locklear's married, but who knows if Richie takes care of business.
Yeah.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
You want to do another one of those female Olympics to see who the chick you
Sure,
bang?
go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
These could be nasty.
I'd include Heather Locklear on that list while I still can, because she could hit the old age thing.
This could be her last year for the list.
Okay.
Right.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen or Halle Berry?
Tiffany Amber Thiessen. No, hands down, I would take her.
Really?
Yeah, I'm turned off to Halle Berry.
Halle scares you.
Ever since that fake crying act.
Halle Berry is...
She scares you away.
She seems very mental.
I take her off my list. I agree with you with that. Charlize
Theron.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I didn't put her on my list. I didn't know how to pronounce her last name.
Yo, I'm not even. Who cares?
Tiffany Amber's a little thick, right?
Yeah, I like that though. I like a nice
round face.
I like a round face, thick ass. I could get my hands on that. I'll spank that ass.
𝗵𝗲 𝗛𝗿.
Go ahead.
Or Gina Gershon.
Gina Gershon.
Really?
By the way, the name is Gina Gershon, who now stars in Cabaret.
Is that right?
I spoke to her 2 nights ago.
Yeah, all the regular friends.
May I ask you a question? May I ask a question about Cabaret?
Chicks are different. What?
How did you speak with her?
We're friends. We talk on the phone.
How did that happen?
She gave me a call. Tell me that she's in Cabaret and wants me to come down and see her.
Is there nudity in that play?
What?
No. Is there nudity in that play?
What is so funny about that?
Out of nowhere? She just called you.
I met her in Los Angeles.
Once he had dinner somewhere with her.
And we had dinner, and we become friends, and we speak on the phone.
Yeah, all his regular friends, his regular Joe friends.
Yeah. And Gina is a lovely girl.
So that's why you're doing her. That's a friendship.
Oh, she looks like she'd be very
Gina Gershon, believe it or not. Over who?
𝗵𝗲 𝗛𝗿.
𝗵𝗲 𝗛𝗿 I never was attracted to.
See, Gina Gershon is not only cute, but she's very sexy.
Yes.
Like 𝗵𝗲 𝗛𝗿 looks like she'd do a thing.
What's with that look that she's always got? Like she smells
fish lips?
She smells like a fart. You
Who?
know?
That's who is he talking about?
Gina has a very sexy look on her face, which she looks like she smelled a fart. That's true.
That.
That's beautiful.
That's a good look.
I love that.
All right, do you know either of these women? Cameron Diaz or Faith Hill?
Faith Hill.
Cameron Diaz or Faith Hill? Yes. I'll tell you something. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I think Faith Hill is 10 times more attractive than Cameron Diaz.
Without a doubt.
But Cameron Diaz.
I love Cameron Diaz.
Certain dirty something.
You know what? I'm down with Faith Hill, though. I really think that she is hot.
Faith Hill with the new haircut?
She is, but she's I like the new haircut.
You like the new haircut?
I do.
She's older, though,
What's wrong with your eyes? I think it's time for a trip to the doctor.
You asked me. You're not a guy. You don't count in this.
You need a trip to the doctor.
You're into glamour. Yeah, go ahead.
Stuff Magazine put out their #1 sexiest woman was Cameron Diaz. I don't get that.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you a secret, though. I know a few things about Cameron Diaz. Number one, what you see on those photographs is not what you see in person. I know guys who have seen her up close. She's got zits.
You saying she looks more like the woman in Being John Malkovich?
Yeah, she really does. She is not. In fact, my buddy, who is a real mess. John, you know who I'm talking about. Playing. I arranged a sleepover party for my dog. What do you think of that? That's how much I love that dog.
That's part of the family.
Sure.
She slept over Laura's house last night for a sleepover party with her sister.
It wasn't with you. Love that dog.
Well, no, because the dog gets some exercise when she's with her sister.
You don't bring the dog into the city.
I'd love to. Can't.
No.
No, it's not right for the dog. Yeah, go ahead. What?
Tom wants to talk to you. Hold on a second. Talk, Tom.
I got to go. I got to go talk to Tom.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah, what do you want, Tom?
Talk, Tom.
Howard, you may kiss my keister. We are busting our buns for this thing and spending a lot of money.
Yeah,
we can't do everything. Nobody gets everything.
Why not? What if? Let me ask you something. On Survivor, right? You think Mel says, well, have one less contestant. It's too much money? No, because they're thinking about how to entertain the audience. Yes, they won't make as much money, but in the long run, they will. The show will be excellent. Figure it out. You trust me.
I think he hung up.
Oh, get him off the phone. I wish I still had that guy on the phone who lost the dog. You got to just be straight with the kids and tell them what happened.
Yeah, and if it's, a kid's responsibility, they have to...
Tell them, close the door next time. No more dogs. But why do I always have to be in a position to explain how we do the show here to Tom? I'm not asking for the world. I'm asking to fly out a few listeners. Tom thinks I'm asking for a lot because we have to fly the staff out to do a show.
Howard, pick up line 3. You can talk to Tom better now.
Tom, what is it I'm asking for that's so mind-blowing? Should I ask for shrimp on every flat surface? Do I ask for food?
Police escorts?
Police escorts where I go? I mean, what is it you think that I'm asking for that's so outrageous?
Do you have to repaint dressing rooms?
To fly out a few listeners so that if...
and we're doing that. We're flying out, but now we keep adding to the list.
Yes, we do.
And you and I talked at the beginning of this and said, I described to you how, we'll do a good event. You asked me to step up. We stepped up.
Keep stepping up, that's all.
No, at some point...
You know what I asked him to do?
Got to run a business, Howard. Got to make money.
I asked him to step up.
Got to run a business.
I asked him to step up and fly the staff out to Vegas. That's crazy.
No, that's your stuff.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, because they had a nice bus set up to take everybody from New York to Vegas.
That's wild what I asked for.
Right.
I said, hey, Tom, how about we go on the road and do a couple of good shows?
That was
Letterman goes on the road. Imus, they got on the road.
And they have...
I said, how does Imus go on the road? I said, I don't get it. He goes, well, they only have 5 guys. I go, yeah, well, I've got 7. I mean, what's the
7?
Yes! They got a technical crew. I got a technical crew. What am I going to do? You don't have to fly out the TV crew. That's their problem. Listen, just get to work. Stop your belly aching. You're a baby.
You're the belly acher.
Get to work.
No, the only reason I called you because I'm tired. You're listening to you belly ache.
We don't need telephones out there. We don't need... You know what? Why don't you just put me in a box and I'll do a show?
You got everything you need.
Let's see you do a show.
And at some point...
All right, goodbye.
You have everything you need.
All right, so you know what, Tom? Take everything away.
Howard,
what do I care? I'll be done in 5 years with you and everyone else here.
5 more years.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something.
5 more years.
That's right.
Actually, it's only 4 years and 11 months.
Good. I'm counting the days. Get lost. Goodbye. What a baby. What a belly acher. Gee, Tom, we might need to fly out a listener. No, it's a bottom line. We got to make money. You're going to make money. You retard. Make money. He's making money hand over fist. Money. Everything with the money. He's making plenty of dough, Robin.
I know that. And, you know, sometimes you spend money to make money. You can't always do it all at the same time.
It's called deficit spending. I'm putting together a cartoon with Paramount, right, for UPN. We've spent millions. We haven't made a dime yet. It costs money to make money sometimes.
Oh, you better show Tom some profit right away.
Right away, profit. I see in the Super Bowl, they can't even sell all the commercials. Worry about that. But you know what? They're still going to put on the Super Bowl. They're going to fly in Britney Spears.
Britney Spears and NSYNC and Backstreet Boys.
How much you want to bet?
They all cost a lot of money because each of them has a whole band and a setup, and they'll do a separate setup for each one.
And you know what Tom would say? They're not going to make any more money on the Super Bowl if Britney Spears is there. He doesn't. Because. This is his logic. He heard Mel say this 5 years ago. I don't think that the Super Bowl is going to be any stronger with Britney Spears, NSYNC, and the Backstreet Boys there. So why are they doing it, Tom? Why are they flying in Britney Spears, NSYNC?
They don't even need them.
Because
they don't need them. The Super Bowl could still go on. Why are they flying them in? Answer the question. Where are you? Oh, I wanna.
I'll tell you another thing. You think Coke needs to buy those ads in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, why are they paying all that money? They could just get ads another time. He's so retarded. So I said, I want to fly in a few listeners who are funny.
Not only do they pay an exorbitant amount of money to run those ads, they make special ads just for the Super Bowl.
Hey, listen, you got to
one time.
You got to remember one thing. Tom ain't the guy who would have hired me here.
No, and he ain't the guy who would have made Coca-Cola.
Right. Tom's head is emptier than Stuttering John's wallet.
Oh.
I hate arguing with the guy. Of course, I don't even need a telephone to do the show, but we have it because it enhances the program.
We don't need to gamble.
Right. Well, that's what Tom was saying. He goes, is the bet any more exciting for 100,000 than $1 million? Yes, it is. Am I going to get more listeners if you bet $1 million in Las Vegas? Yes, you are. The show's exciting. That's what makes it the Howard Stern Show. How come I got to explain this to this guy? Why are you not in charge of explaining it to him? Go today and explain to him how radio works, how you put together a program.
Howard, you know what? Robin's even sat in birthday show meetings, and, you know, she does her very best, but even she can't really win that battle.
Well, she thinks, listen, she's she's smarter than I am.
I had to threaten that there would be no show in order to make him come around.
What do we need a band for?
What do we need?
Because Howard can interview.
Why?
Yeah. Why do we need any of this? Why do we need Fred here, really, when you think about it?
Well, you know what the new mantra in this place is? How do I make money off that?
Yeah. Well, the point is, that's not my problem. I got to tell you, we got to do shows. And we got to think big. That's the way you got to think. How you make money? How do you make money with the Super Bowl? Why are they flying in all those people for the Super Bowl? Why? Why bother? Oh, that's because that I understand. Oh, yeah, why? He can't. You know why he's not calling?
He'll certainly enjoy the show.
They're flying them in because, and then his head will light up like smoke, and I don't know why.
But when he sits down and enjoys the show, he doesn't sit there and wonder why they spent all that money to make it an entertaining show. Yeah. He enjoys it. Now, when you're trying to do the same thing, he has a question.
Why do they spend $100 million on a movie? They can make the same movie for $3 million. They just don't have to get as good people.
Yeah. Why do they spend all that money on those Star Wars special effects when they could just camp it up?
Yeah.
Why do you spend money on a BMW?
Tom,
You can just
good, I'm glad you're here. Explain to me why. No, I'm not. Explain to me why they're flying in Britney Spears, NSYNC, and Backstreet Boys. They don't need them for the Super Bowl. I'll still watch. You'll still watch. Why do they need those? Explain that to me.
The big Super Bowl productions become part of the Super Bowl.
How did it become that way? Why would they do that? Doesn't it cost them?
That was my idea.
It costs them more money.
I'm the one who had that idea.
But they're spending all this. They're spending all this money on the football game. Why spend more? They're paying all those guys millions of dollars. And all the players.
And you know what?
They fly them in.
They have a sponsor for the halftime show.
Okay, but why are they flying them all in? They could still have a sponsor for the halftime show. Why not get like?
Why did they decide to make it the biggest game ever? Why did they do that, Tom? They could have just had a championship game.
Why just have a championship? Why are they putting all of those frills on there?
It has become.
Why did they do it, though?
They worked on it.
Why do you think they did? They probably spent a lot of money doing that.
Hang on a second.
Why do they do that?
You may scratch my head first.
Go ahead. Okay. Answer the question. You're a businessman. Why did they put all of that extra money into the production?
It makes it more entertaining.
Now you can leave. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we got to take a break. You're done. Now you figured it out.
Thank you.
That's why they do it. It's not that it's always so cost efficient. Sometimes it costs you more money.
I'm so glad I came down. I learned a lot today.
So good.
You've made my
You've learned. You learned from the master. I took my valuable time and taught you something. You should thank me.
I'm a better man for it.
He won't believe
There's that voice in my head again.
Tom Landry or some idiot like that says it in one of those seminars.
No. Right.
I think Tom Landry's dead, isn't he?
Well, they're going to revive him so he can explain things to
you. It's like, explain this to you.
Why did Tom Landry spend all that money on hats? He didn't have to. He was putting on a show, that's all.
He was bald and he was trying to hide his head.
Okay. We got to take a break. Speaking of our advertisers, this is most important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's take a break.
That's right.
And you see if you can figure out how to get some listeners out there.
If some football coach said it, then he'd know it was
right. Well, come on. This is such a silly conversation.
You know how you have your mother's voice in your head?
Yeah. Yes. You have Robin's voice?
No, you couldn't possibly.
If you had that voice in there, you'd be doing better. All right. Listen, Tom, we're going to take a break. Seriously, go back to work.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
I will do that.
He's a good guy. By the way, it says here the tune is going to come back. Bill Parcells.
Because what?
Because he wants to be part of the game. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
And now, in a few moments, I shall push this start button and thereby release the most tremendous surge of power ever created by man.
Howard Stern. 95.1, 95.5, The Nerve. You're listening to The Howard Stern Show.
F you. F you.
F you.
F you.
F you.
F you.
F you. F you.
F you, too.
F you.
No, F you.
F you.
I mean it.
F you.
F you.
F you. F
F
you.
you. F you.
F you.
No. So there. You know,
are you two done?
The only negative thing, I'm going out to Vegas this weekend, and I'm missing Mark Weinstein's bar mitzvah. So I feel bad about that.
Oh.
I do. So, what can I do? You scheduled this, and
you knew when that bar
I screwed up.
was.
I did. I screwed up. I totally screwed up. I called Dr. Lou, and I said, I screwed up. So I feel bad about it, but I'm sending a gift. That's all that matters.
Oh, they prefer to have you.
I'm sure. Well, listen, I blew it.
And he knew what he was doing.
I did. I messed up. I really did. Hey, what else is in the news?
Choice.
What else is in the news?
Tried to get him to go any other week. Anyway, the Giants and the Ravens are going to be facing each other in the Super Bowl this Sunday.
I'd like to put his Hop Torah on the air if I can.
We would love that.
I would love to hear it.
Call him up. Is he ready?
If you want to hear mine, I have it on tape.
Oh, stop.
I do.
Really do?
Yes. Yes, I do. I'll play it for you tomorrow.
All right.
I'll bring it in.
The real one.
Laura, pull out my Haftorah.
They recorded everything you did.
Oh, yeah. No, I recorded it. Go ahead, Robin.
Anyway, the Giants and the Ravens this Sunday, Super Bowl. And
they're predicting the Ravens by 3.
Yeah, it's not a big spread there.
No. I know where there is a big spread, but I don't want to say.
But anyway, they say there are tickets available if you're willing to deal with a ticket broker and pay a high price. They say the 50-yard line seats up close and personal.
How much?
$5,000 and more.
No.
Cheapest seat?
Not today.
$1,800.
Forget it.
Yeah. On Capitol Hill today talking to Congress, and everybody's got all ears to see what he has to say. Is he going to support the George Bush tax cut or not? Here's Rajiv Dhawan, who says he doubts if he'll be very enthusiastic about a major tax cut. Number 13
would probably say is that by the time you enact the tax cuts and by the time that they get implemented, there's a long lag, and in between, it's the monetary policy that can do the job much more efficiently and quickly.
So don't expect Greenspan to stand behind a big tax cut. It won't help the economy in the short run. Mina Savari is an actress. She's in something called Sugar and Spice with another person named Marla Sokolov. And I guess they play models and cheerleaders in this movie. Here they talk about getting in shape to wear those skimpy cheerleading outfits.
So I'm interested in that.
I had the cheerleading camp for 2 weeks before, and that was really hardcore, and it was brutal. I was petrified of my cheerleading outfit. When I saw it, I was like, I was scared too. My butt, like, it barely covers your butt, you know? Yeah, and it literally, can you make it a little longer? No. It's like, you know, and...
What are they talking about? These two mixed up broads. Who cares?
Jennifer, what?
Nah, forget it. Go ahead.
Jennifer Lopez, who is or is not with Puffy Combs at this point.
She's not with him. We all know what's going on. She is like, you don't want to say during his trial she's not with him. She's not with him. She hasn't been with him for 6 months.
Well, she's going to say she is with him.
All right.
On TV today. Jennifer Lopez was asked if she prefers to sing, dance, or act. She's so multi-talented. Number 2.
I started off dancing, and I love dancing. I love the physicality of dancing. I love the sensuality of it, but it would be hard for me to...
I started out as a dancer. Very few people realize that.
Say I
like the sensuality of it.
More than I love acting or more than I love singing. They're all...
I love all of my talents.
Equally.
That's what she's
like
trying to say.
Children.
All my talents I love. Who's she kidding?
Just as an artist, a different way to express myself.
Artist.
Now she's a...
Oh, boy. Matthew McConaughey, he's also an artist. He's in the movie Wedding Planner with J-Lo.
I wonder which of his talents he likes best, shaving his head or playing the bongos naked.
Well, listen to this. He was asked if it was difficult to act and dance at the same time.
I love to dance, man. I have good rhythm, but I don't know any steps, you know. I'm a very undisciplined dancer, and I had to learn that over about 2
He always sounds like he's high as a kite. I don't know if he is or isn't, but, man, does he sound like a stoner or what? All right.
We were talking about Temptation Island earlier today and how great a show it is, and Survivor's about to come back.
I'm going home to watch Temptation Island right now.
And it's so obvious that the guy who is hosting Temptation Island has ripped off the host of Survivor for that whole attitude he has.
Can you imagine ripping off the host of Survivor? You're a Survivor host imitator.
Well, here's Jeff Probst, the man himself, and he was asked what he thinks of Temptation Island.
Oh, it's good. He's got to admit it's good.
Here's my deal with Temptation Island.
Oh, okay.
If I'm a guy and I'm there with my girlfriend, and I go to an island, and you tell me, now, I've got 16 women who I've hired to try and sleep with you. That's a hooker. And I can get that from the Village Voice or the L.A. Weekly. I would have combined them all and not told the couples that there were ringers.
Yeah,
and let the
now he's writing the show.
He didn't think of Survivor.
Dude, we love the show. Go ahead.
Well, that's the only one that's really cracked the eyes. I think it intimidates them. John Malkovich, who is a great actor, is in a movie right now called Shadow of the Vampire.
Good movie.
I love this movie.
Me too.
I guess it's going to open wide on Friday. You could only see it in New York and a couple of other places until now, but the whole country will get a chance at it this weekend. Here, John Malkovich tells us why in the past he said he doesn't care how his films do financially.
I'm very selfish in that way. I don't... There's a big part of me that doesn't really care about the finished product and doesn't really care how it's received.
Oh, smart.
Maybe too big a part, some people say, I guess. But
He's one of those dudes, there's a lot of cool movies, but no one watches them.
I love the experience enormously. And
here's the guy I'd hire. The guy who doesn't care how his movies do financially.
Just had
He is good.
Difficult, hard time, a lot of work. But
no, he's an oddball, that's all. Sometimes you got to be an oddball to be a good actor.
That's what made that movie, Being John Malkovich, such a great movie. Ang Lee. I love that name.
I got to see that movie.
Has done a movie called Crouching Tiger.
You've seen
Hidden
it?
Dragon, yes.
Great.
And it is now playing. It's beautiful.
I got to see it.
What was his goal in the fight scenes to make those sequences something that we'd never seen before?
I think
I copy Matrix.
All people, they do martial arts, they begin with that. I'm going to do something.
These movies have nothing to do with the martial arts. They got guys flying through the air.
But it's beautiful to watch.
I want to see it.
I've never seen before. That's how they get excited. Fulfill as a filmmaker.
They were going to give us a screening. I got sick.
Is that what happened?
And that's what happened. This guy can't handle listening.
I love his accent. Benicio del Toro. A much talked about actor these days.
See, that guy looks like John Stamos if he was in a car accident.
Ew. Why would you say that?
He's just an odd-looking guy. He's the opposite of John Stamos. John Stamos is good-looking. This guy isn't. But he's a good actor.
Well, yeah, okay. Anyway, he's in that new Madonna's husband film, Snatch.
Yeah.
How would he describe Guy Ritchie's style?
Push and go, you know.
No offense. I don't want to hear this guy kiss Guy Ritchie's ass. I'm sick of Guy Ritchie.
Pull and go.
Pull and go, man.
Push and go, pull and go.
Isn't it great when a guy shows up for an interview and he just won't give you anything? You're some guy, you're working on a newspaper or a radio station. You're making 30, 40 grand a year tops. And Benicio del Toro sits down and you say, hey, what do you think of this guy Ritchie's, directing? Push and pull, give and go. What are you going to do with that? Hey, F you. Talk like your life depended on it. Talk like you put some money up for this film.
F you. A great ride.
F
you. A great, entertainment. Pure entertainment. This is one of the...
This guy's a crackpot.
I think his engines are beginning to rev. Anna Paquin, who won a Best Supporting Actress Oscar when she was just 11 years old.
Is she the broad in Finding Forrester?
Yes, she is.
She's good looking.
You think so?
Yeah, in a quirky way, yeah. She's an X-Men?
Odd taste, yes.
Yeah. I wouldn't bang her, because she's so young. But she's a pleasant-looking girl.
Well, she's older than 11 now,
Yeah.
Anyway, she's in this new movie, Finding Forrester, as you said, which is now in theaters. She only has one scene with Sean Connery in the movie, but what was it like to work with him?
It was so great. He was such a genius. He was so wonderful.
I mean, I really couldn't say what it's like working with him. I more was watching him work the scene that I was in, because he's like speaking to a whole sort of room full of people. And it was just kind of really amazing.
Amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing.
So amazing.
You know what was amazing about it? They gave him some lines to read, and he read them. That was amazing.
I mean, it's Sean Connery, It's kind of like a huge legend.
All right, honey.
Sean Patrick Thomas is the black guy in Save the Last Dance. How was it to work with Julia Stiles in that movie?
Julia Stiles is the best on every level.
He's the black guy who falls in love with the white chick? I got to see that.
She's fantastic. A complete professional.
Is she a good dancer? I'd like to see her move.
No.
No?
She's not the best dancer in the movie.
Really?
No.
Completely just...
She's a good dancer for a white chick, though.
No, not even that.
Not even that.
Better white chicks.
Why don't you get Carmen Electra for that?
Fun and funny and...
All right, who cares? This guy kissed her ass.
And Lily Tomlin.
Yep.
Just came out of the closet.
Yeah, no one knew. Except Casey. Casey goes, you're not going to believe this. Lily Tomlin's gay. I go, dude, she's been living with a woman 30 years.
Well, that means something. She has a one-woman show on Broadway right now. Search for Signs of Intelligent Life in the Universe.
Yeah, don't sing KC there.
And it has been extended until March 11th.
Oh, that's great.
In his cut, Lily says the show is even better now than when she first performed it.
That's interesting.
I look at old tapes.
Whoa! You sound like a man now.
Oh, my goodness.
You live with a chick long enough, you start sounding like a guy.
And I'm kind of amazed. I feel like the words, the play was so strong that it buoyed.
What is this play? I guess a bunch of dykes go there and hang out.
What?
I hear it's a big lesbian scene, right?
I don't know.
I'm sure.
Me up no matter what. But I think it was so...
If you're a chick and you want to pick up other chicks, go to a Lily Tomlin show. I'm sure it's got to be like the Dinosaur Open. You know what I mean? That golf tournament.
But I'm sure other people are welcome.
Dinosaur wasn't a lesbo.
No.
But yet
Not by a long shot.
But all the lesbos go over to the golf tournament.
I don't know why it became what it is today.
Same with the WNBA.
It's a huge lesbian affair.
Women in basketball, all dykes. You know, they show up in the stands. There's got to be 70% of the women are gay.
I think women like to see women athletes.
They do.
So innovative at the time. And as Trudy would say, jam-packed.
I love all my characters. Edith, Ann. Same stupid characters over and over.
And fun-filled. That I think people were just dazzled. And now I think I feel the material much more.
I'm so great now. I was great then. Don't get me wrong. I was really great 30 years ago. Now I'm really great.
You are so bad.
I mean, really, you listen to her? I was really good in this play. But now I'm unbelievable. Get out of here, you crackpot. Only people in show business. Well,
they just keep getting better, and better.
Like I talked to my accountant, he'd go, I was really good a couple of years ago. Now I'm better. Nobody says that.
Man, I can really crunch those numbers now.
Yeah.
James Bond has always been a male character, but they're looking for a female, I guess.
Oh, that's bright.
Catherine Zeta-Jones, according to Cindy Adams, is the person they're considering
a female James Bond.
First female 007.
Why'd they get James King? She's got the name James.
She's already screen tested for the leading role in Beyond the Ice, the 20th Bond film, and the last one to be done by Pierce Brosnan.
What is her name going to be?
I have no idea.
I mean, why would you take
Bond?
Why would you take James Bond and make it a woman? Why not just do a movie about a woman? I get so aggravated. It's so stupid.
Life is just not working out.
All right, enough.
Kathy Lee sat in for Rosie, who said she would not have a problem doing both her TV show and that Dr. Seuss musical she's doing on Broadway for the 4 weeks she's going to do it. Well, she called in sick yesterday.
Well, of course.
Pulled old Kathy Lee out of mothballs to come and sit in for, and I understand Kathy Lee is going to sit in for Larry King soon as well.
Well, because she's so talented, and she's so gripping.
Well, you know, she's now become the major sub for talk shows.
I think it's funny that this Rosie O'Donnell is in a musical at night. She got a morning talk show, and she's got like 4 kids now. Somehow she snuck 4 kids into her life.
Oh, and she's got time for all of that.
Yeah, she's a good mom.
She says, I don't understand why people give me such credit. I would say talk to the person who has a job and kids and a house.
My mom would go shopping and be exhausted for the day. I'm going to get dinner now. I'm going to buy veal cutlets and potato. We're going to have mashed potato and veal cutlets. I make the cutlets. And then she'd come home exhausted.
Could she still make the cutlets?
No, she'd have sore throats. Had sore throats every week. Sick all the time. Couldn't barely function. Rosie's in a... Imagine my mom in a play and doing a talk show. What kind of mom? Why has she got to adopt kids, too?
4.
To what? To be raised by a nanny?
4 now.
All right, come on. You got to stop torturing me with this information.
Liz Smith says that Kevin Spacey and Helen Hunt were recently spotted at Kane, one of L.A.'s funkiest hotspots, slugging back tequila shots and licking the salt off each other's necks.
Okay. No comment.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, I think we know what's going on there. F. Jackie twice. F. Jackie CD. Were they seen by everyone, I hope?
Just Liz Smith.
Okay. F. Jackie twice. Liz Smith saw them. F. Jackie twice. F. Jackie CD or T-shirt, only $12 plus $4 U.S. shipping on the Jokeland web mall, or call 1-800-323-KING. Friday, March 2nd at the State Theater in Detroit, Michigan for MP3 audio and Filthy 3D. Jokeland. Visit Jokeland.com. Let's thank Terry Burnham, who came in. Mean Genes was the name of his book. That's the guy who tested our spit for genetic material. MeanGenes.org is his website. MEANGENES.org. Who else was here today? I don't even remember. Sexy Leanna Hart.
Faye and Bertha.
Thanks to Faye and Bertha. Sexy Leanna Hart is going to be over at the Chicken Ranch all this week.
Right.
Check out.
Chicken Ranch.
Yeah, she's doing 3 shows a night. Can't miss her. Sexy Leanna Hart, the porno star.
And she doesn't know anything about her website.
Yeah. Who banged Joey Boots? Yeah, she doesn't know anything about her website, but that's a whole other story. What else? Tomorrow, don't miss Gary the Retard and Beetlejuice at a Test of Wits. I can't wait for that. China's going to be here, too, the gossip game.
We're testing to see if they have wits.
L.A. and Vegas. Going to be over at the Playboy Mansion in Los Angeles. And also, we're going to be at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. It's going to be a week's worth of wild shows. Hope you tune in and enjoy that.
The Howard Stern Show. Sit down!
Black angel, Robin, when will you be mine? I love your luscious cans, I want them all the time. You're my black angel, Robin, when will you be mine?
When the chief executives of television start worrying about only being in the mainstream, then we're in trouble. I mean, I'm a great defender of Howard Stern. I'm not saying I necessarily watch a show, don't watch a show, that's irrelevant. The fact is, Howard Stern makes the rest of us free. Because if we can go to sleep at night knowing that Howard Stern can be on television, then everyone else in the business knows they're okay. That I never have to worry about saying the wrong thing or I'll be censored. That makes us free. If you can knock Howard Stern off television, then everyone else in broadcasting has to suddenly worry, I better not say anything that is outside the mainstream. I better only say what middle America believes. And all of a sudden, we then get white bread television and, you know...
Hey-o! Good morning, everybody. And welcome to Tuesday.
Hey now.
Tuesday,
Hey now.
August 9th. Part of the show where I prove it's live. Morning, everybody. I don't know where to begin. Oh, you got those? Let me have those. I only played this once yesterday. All right. Here's Riley Martin. All right, let me just start off with a couple of funny tapes. Here's Riley Martin calling C-SPAN. You heard this yesterday late in the show.
What we're saying is use the laws of physics to use energy as efficiently as possible, to waste as little energy as possible.
New Brunswick, New Jersey. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Riley Martin, Queen of the Eagles. I may talk to the space people, but you need to get a life, man. Hello.
Caller, we can hear. Do you have a comment for our guest?
I'd like Howard to accompany me on a space voyage.
I'm not grasping what he's saying. Let's move on to West Haven, Connecticut. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Who haven't we gotten on C-SPAN? You know what I mean? We got tape of everyone on C-SPAN.
Yeah, we can get into C-SPAN, it seems, at will.
No Daniel Carver yet on C-SPAN.